I won't bless that guy, that son of a
that son of a that poor son, that poor son, that
son of a bitch.
Hello, I'm the Angry Video Game Nerd.
And I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
And together we are...
These farts from the mic.
Nostalgia Video Game Nerd Critics. It's 2023.
Yes, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. We didn't make an episode a week ago. And you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Because we were both, well, you were traveling. I was also kind of traveling. We just, it was, already Tuesday, past the Sunday we were supposed to record, and we were like, when can we record? And just didn't want to.
We would have had, if we had the normal schedule, it would have been on Christmas Day we recorded the episode. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And I don't want to do the day after, or the day after, because I got stuff. You know what?
And I don't want to do the next week on New Year's. So here we are on the 2nd, January 2nd.
Yes.
Almost the anniversary of my favorite holiday, January 6th. Is January 6th... it's not as funny.
They're going to do it again?
No, it's not as funny as 9/11.
No. 9/11 has a better ring to it as well.
Then again, yeah. But then again, what is? What could ever be? Oh shit! I shouldn't say 9/11 in the first 2 minutes of the episode. They'll catch that. They'll catch it.
Okay, so I guess how was your Christmas?
Okay, so that's it. Now let's go to the One Piece One Piece recap.
I mean, we want to talk about that. That's cool.
It's
very cool right now.
It's so cool right now. I'm so glad I got back into it when I did, because everything else sucks except for the current arc, which is good.
Yeah.
The end. Christmas.
Yeah. What the fuck happened?
Let me briefly explain the logistics of my Christmas. So, alright. Now, I, like many of you, have a mother and a father.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, I got two sides of the family. So on the 17th, we usually, my dad's side of the family usually does a Christmas Eve celebration, and we had to do that early this year because one of my cousins was going somewhere and some uncles wanted to visit him or something, so we did it early, and that was fine. And then did a family thing, basically my Nate and my sister were not in town, so my Christmas was just me and my parents, which was fine. And then my mom's side of the family usually does a New Year's Day get together, and so yesterday I got on a train and I went to go to Connecticut to go and see them, and that was okay. A lot of these people I haven't seen in ages and ages. That was all, that was fine too. But I'm sort of relieved that it's all done.
Yes.
Because it's sort of a lot of work.
It is.
Traveling to different times.
It's funny how, Christmas is, a moment of cheer and everything, it's a holiday, it's a time off. But it's the most stressful, work-intensive holiday.
It's actually much harder than just normal living, if you think about it.
There's all sorts of events that you just have to plan around, and people you gotta see, and you gotta say hi. I mean, I don't dislike saying hi to relatives.
No.
I just don't like getting in a car and driving somewhere, or going on a train, or getting up early. I don't like any of those things.
I'm less bothered by it than I used to be, but I still don't really love, I gotta use my day gotta do that with my day, and then I gotta prepare for it. I would rather just,
and I gotta make myself look normal, I can't look like a freak.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
I mean, not that hard. Not that hard in my case, but,
oh, very hard for me.
I know. Some of us have, some of us are, what's the phrase? normally challenged. What did I get for Christmas? I got an immersion blender.
Immersion. What?
An immersion blender. It's the kind of blender. It's on a long stick, and you put it down into like a fluid, and you blend. You stick it into the liquid to blend with, rather than putting stuff into a blender and blending it inside of the blender.
It's a weapon. You could use that against someone.
Yes, you thrust it like a fencing saber at your opponent, and it blends whatever part of it strikes.
Could you drill inside of a watermelon and then blend it from the inside?
No, it has to be liquid. It has to at least be mostly liquid.
Then what's the point?
Sorry, there is none. What's the point of anything, you know? My sister got me gummy molds shaped like skulls, so that's cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll put drugs in those ones.
No gummies, just drugs.
Yeah,
just hard press like cocaine dust.
Yeah. I'll probably think of some other things at some point. One or two other like kind of neat things. Well, okay. What about you? What was your
stupid holiday? It was much of the same. I also have people with sides of families.
Stupid.
I went to see.
Stupid.
Actually, only went to see my mum's side of the family this year. That side of the family, doing other stuff.
I admit, most years I will often just only see my dad's side of the family. That's why it had been so long since I'd seen my mom's side in a lot of cases, which I feel kind of bad about because like they're just as valid. You know, they're just as valid.
Yeah.
And they miss me. You know, they've been denied.
They've been denied
my presence. They've been denied my presence. You know, I feel bad. I feel bad because it had been so long since I'd seen some of them. I felt a bit awkward. You know, I talked to a bunch of them, but a lot of, you know, I think I was more quiet, and I think I ended up talking less overall to that side of the family that I had seen less of, even though I kind of needed to do more catching up with them. Yeah.
It's a classic like. So, first of all, who are you? I don't recognize you. You don't want to say that. And then, what have you been up to? Oh, the last 10 years of your life? That's a lot to talk about. Yeah. It's like you don't want to approach that. They don't want to approach that. So you just sort of nod.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly it. That's exactly what happened. Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's got to a point for my family stuff where like there are younger children around.
Yeah.
And like some of them are cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I would like to formally apologize to to Deadly Comics. On the last episode, he said that your cousin's kid is your cousin once removed, and I said it's your second cousin. He was right. I was wrong.
Yes. Cousin, I can't wrap my head around it because the names are too similar.
It actually makes sense. Okay, imagine you have one common ancestor, and then they have two kids, and those are siblings. And then if you step one rung down, like each of those siblings has a child, those are cousins. And then if those cousins have kids, those are second cousins. And then if those cousins have kids, those are third cousins. So if they are on the same rung of the generational ladder, they are first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins. But then if you're talking about one generation removed, like your second cousin's father is your second cousin once removed, and your second cousin's son is your second cousin. Wait,
see, you've lost me.
No, your uncle, your second cousin's father is your second uncle once removed, and your second cousin's son, he is your second cousin. He is your second cousin once removed, but you are his second uncle. No, he's your second nephew. Fuck! Oh no, I tripped myself up again.
See, I think the nerd who came up with all these terms didn't even have a family. They were just fantasizing about it.
They were just thinking about what if. They were just thinking, wouldn't it be funny if I made it up and named like this? And nobody else had even thought to try.
But that was the thing. That young kids because I was usually the youngest cousin there, and then one of my uncles finally had children, and now there are cousins who are in my same like quote unquote generation. They're first cousins, but they're like 10. But
I see.
They played Pumpkin Alley. They had their laptops there, and they played the video game me and my brother made.
Shit! Did you like tell them about it there, and they were like, "Oh shit, you made a video game? Can we play it?"
Yeah, and that was
cool.
really nice. That was a really nice moment because they loved it. They really got into it, and it was really gratifying and stuff seeing them play and figure out the controls.
Was Henry there?
He was too out of it, I think, to want to go, so he didn't go. It's a long drive, but
so your younger cousins were into it. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
And I watched them like figure out how to play the game. Like they got stuck in places, and then they walked around like, "What do you do? Oh wait!" And then they saw like the part of the level that I had made like deliberately to like guide them towards the solution, and they figured it out. And it's like, yes, level design. I did it. It worked.
Are you
10-year-olds can understand Pumpkin Alley?
That's pretty good. If you're 10 years old right now, are you a Zoomer or are you whatever comes after Zoomers?
I mean, I don't know what I think generations are like vague. So like
they are, sure.
I would assume the generation that comes after Zoomers is ones that are born of Zoomers. So this wouldn't be the new generation.
No, it's not quite that. Generations like. Millennials' parents are boomers, and like Gen Z's parents are Gen Xers. So it kind of like skips one, I think.
Right.
So I feel like Zoomers are like 20 now. Zoomers are like teens and 20 now. 20,
but I'm only I'm not even 30 yet. So like, I guess I'm on the cusp of Zoomer and millennial, maybe. I'm like a late millennial.
I think you're... Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, whatever. All I wanted to ask was, like, I just wanted to refer to these cousins as Zoomers, but then I thought they might even be too young to even be Zoomers. But anyway, I just wanted to... Well, that's... Well, you know the nomenclature in RFCK, right, for the generations?
I forget.
There's the there's the original people, like the first generation.
Oh yes,
and then there were the Toomers, were the people that joined in season 2. And then there's the Three-tards, who was the people that joined in season 3. And then I forget the one. And there were like sub ones, like the ones that joined during the Negapause. There was between 1 and 2. There was a name for those people too.
The dead born or something.
The Born Deads, yes, the Born Deads, yeah, the Born Deads. Because they joined when everyone was a ghost.
And then the Fornicators from the season 4.
It's something like that. But anyway, I just wanted to know, had these kids, were they familiar with like that kind of game? Like, have they ever played Jack and Daxter, Banjo-Kazooie or whatever? And they know like, oh, it's one of those kind of games. Or were they like, what the fuck is this?
They had no commentary on like, oh, it's just like this game. They just were playing it and like, oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it certainly didn't confuse them. They saw it was a 3D game and you're a pumpkin and you jump around. Okay. You got a little person.
That's pretty cool. Cool.
You can pick them up and throw them. That was fun.
I mean, people ask me like what I've been doing, and I did. I would tell them, I made a big, huge video on YouTube that did pretty well, got a bunch of views. And then sometimes I would say, oh yeah, I'm working on a book. I'm working on finishing a book of a graphic novel that I drew a couple years ago. And everyone would be like, oh, that's cool. Like, everyone can mostly comprehend those things. Did get into like a discussion about like the YouTube algorithm with one of my cousins. She showed me a TikTok that she had made a few years ago that had gone viral, which was pretty funny. So, that was cool.
Yeah.
Didn't like show off Slime and Punishment or anything, because that would be embarrassing.
Yeah, I showed off Clarissa Gunsmoke. That was the two things. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just sort of in between work, and I'm working on like a little comic project. I'm doing Clarissa Gunsmoke. I pull up my website, I show them things, and I'm like, oh, this is really good, they say. And I'm like, cool, yeah,
They
thanks.
say.
And then there's Pumpkin Alley, and that's like, oh, yes. It was just funny.
Now, Pumpkin Alley, I can see, like you can show that to anyone, and I feel like anyone can immediately appreciate, like, oh wow, you made a whole video game and it actually works, and like this looks like.
That's the main reason I made Pumpkin Alley is so that when I go to family gatherings, I can show them something and I don't have to talk. Hey, look at that! Look at the funny colors.
That's not true.
That's the only reason.
Now you don't have
to
play the guitar.
It was funny. My grandma was watching the kids play, and she's like. Couldn't understand what a game was, and she's like, oh, this is quite a long film, isn't it? Like, she thought I'd made a film
come on.
that they were playing. She's a little...
What the fuck?
Up there.
Okay.
She's getting a little old, getting a little silly.
Is she like... Okay. Alright, in that case, I guess it's understandable, but like, old people know what does she not fucking remember Pong? What does she not remember fucking Pac-Man and Donkey Kong? Like, give me a break, old lady.
And she's like 80.
Stay in your fucking lane.
She's like 80 something.
Okay, well she's sure, but that means that she was only 40 when like Donkey Kong was out. What? I'm not.
40-year-olds didn't know.
Yes, they did. 40-year-olds would see Pac-Man on the news because it was a craze. They would see. You laugh.
Look,
I'm
it's
serious.
not like she doesn't know what a video game is. But she just didn't, in that moment, she was just sort of like lapsed in like understanding. It's like, we made a game. She's like, oh, that's interesting. And then later she'd be like, this is quite a long... Like, she doesn't realize...
Very funny.
Like, that's
her polite old lady way of saying, this is boring. Guys, this is boring.
Yeah, well, she couldn't do anything about it. She was in the...
She's old now, and she can't do anything about it. The future is now, old lady. We sit and we play our films.
Yeah, and I brought COVID for her for Christmas.
No, that's terrible. Shame on you. I did.
No, I was perfectly.
I did catch. I did not. It wasn't COVID, but I definitely caught like a cold or something from my early Christmas Eve family gathering. I was sniffling for a while after that, but it was fine. It wasn't that bad. You know. The thing about being a dude at these sorts of gatherings is once you get your salutations out of the way and you've kind of said hello to everyone, most of the time, you don't really have to talk because a football game will be on and you can just sit down and watch a football game. And that's perfectly acceptable. And then you don't have to like talk about stuff. You can just be like, oh man, that interception. Oh, he blew it. Oh, come on, man! Why don't you bring one in for the home team? You fucking Oh, this guy can't catch. Oh, this guy. He's got no range. He's good close range. He's got no long range game. What happened to Brady? Jeez. You know, it's so easy. It could not be simpler.
It's funny. It's not usually like a sports game on during one of those gatherings. Maybe there sometimes during the summer there'll probably be like Wimbledon
I don't know if
or like some sort of sports thing during a party.
I don't know if maybe. I feel like it might be an American tradition, and the reason I say that is just because football season is in full swing during the holiday season. There's always a game playing on Thanksgiving.
In Christmas,
maybe not on Christmas Day, but on. Well, no. But sometimes there probably is
around then.
They probably do play on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's. Like it's right the lead up to the playoffs. So like things are pitched.
I mean the last like football like soccer thing was the World Cup
that ended,
and that ended.
So I mean, it kind of would.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing happening.
That would make sense that like that's a thing that we do just because the seasons are lined up for it, but But anyway, that makes it very like makes it effortless. That's my version of playing guitar, so I don't have to talk to anyone. is just sit down and watch the game. But it's sort of
yeah. There was a guitar there. I did play the guitar a bit.
That's fine.
I didn't know what to do though.
I'm just making fun of you.
I was looking pretty good. I had like some nice makeup on, and I was like, some people knew that I was trans and some people didn't, and so, but I didn't feel like correcting people, and it was just so it wasn't like, I don't have any relatives that are against that. I don't think. Even my grandma is just sort of like, oh, okay. Like she just treats me the same.
That's a very long gender you've got there. What's going on with that?
Oh.
Wait, that was a callback
no,
to that
she didn't
thing
say
you
that.
said. Okay.
I understand now. Lol. Yeah, I looked good. And I felt like because I looked good, it was easy to chat with people, as opposed to when I look like a weirdo. And I'm like, oh, these people are normal, and they have, like, normal lives and stuff. And they're gonna hear about me talking about my art stuff I'm doing, and I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I got an A. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's all of it has always been like that. But it was nice. It was like I had like a glass of wine and I was chatting with people. It was normal. I was so normal.
It's amazing. That's amazing. I'm happy for you. My big takeaway from the holiday season has mostly been, I mean, I kind of already knew this, but it sort of was hammered into me even more. So all my relatives, not all of them, but like most of them, are quite bougie, and I truly am an insect, just an insignificant worm. You know, all my uncles and stuff, most of them got like big houses and stuff. Not like mansions, but like some of them kind of have things you might describe as mansions. My cousin, a bunch of my cousins, one's around my age, got houses. They're renting their houses to tenants and stuff. You know, bunch of them are married, bunch of them are having kids and whatever. And I'm just like, geez, I feel a power differential forming there. I feel like I am lower on the societal totem pole. I feel like if it came to some sort of conflict, some sort of like battle between us, they would crush me. They would defeat me because they have more institutional power in the form of capital, and that upsets me. That upsets me quite a lot. I want to crush my enemies.
Yeah,
I want to crush my enemies, and I want to know that if I need to crush someone, I can crush them. Do you understand?
I do understand.
Then we understand each other. Then we are
agreed.
Decided.
Yeah, I mean, trying to think of my family. There's a few of my cousins on my dad's side are like one of them got into banking, and he's like super wealthy, and he's got his own house, and is all like.
Was that a cousin? You say
a cousin? Yeah,
around your age or. A
little older, like 5-6 years older.
Yeah, okay.
And he studied really hard at school, and then he got into like banking and stuff. And it's like, that's some big money.
Sure.
And it feels weird talking to him, because I'm like, what am I? I'm like on the other side of the family, unemployed basically, and I draw a bit, and I make some music sometimes and animate and.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know how I can hold a conversation with him, even though we were like quite close when we were little. He showed me Grand Theft Auto. He showed me Vice City when I was like 6.
Yeah.
And I played that in his room, and it was like, oh my god, I ran over someone. Haha.
Interesting.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, now he's not different. It's just like, I feel a little inadequate. I don't know. And yeah, so I understand the feeling.
Yeah, sounds like pretty similar. I mean, I guess my options are, one, just cope and seethe.
Cope and seethe.
And usually that's what I would go. But let's explore alternatives here.
I mean, you can cope and grin.
I can
forego the seethe. Seethe isn't important.
I can cope and grieve. That one's pretty good. But no, I can just cope with it and be like, well, you know, I'm an art guy. I'm an internet poster guy. It's okay. It's okay that I don't haven't bought a house or whatever. Whatever. I'll just be the indie cousin, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
And that's whatever. That's okay. I could sell out. It kind of makes me think again about that thing that I might have mentioned before about maybe I should look for like a job with a studio or something. Maybe I should look for some kind of slightly more legitimate employment, you know? Get some dental insurance. I've said this before. I wouldn't want to do some bullshit like every time I talk to my dad's always like, you should work for Oracle, Ben. Like you should, like, I know lots of people that work for Oracle. Like they're always hiring. You should work for Oracle. I'm like, why the fuck would I work for Oracle? What are you talking about?
What's Oracle?
Some like technology, or maybe they're like cybersecurity or internet browser or some, you know, they do some fucking stupid internet shit.
He's offering some nepotism, I guess.
I mean, I don't think he has any connections to Oracle. I mean, I guess he might have some patience. I don't think he could get me like a foot in the door. But I mean, why would I want to work?
But think of the fat stack span.
What would I do for Oracle? I mean,
you'd hack into the mainframe. You release their secrets. You'd whistleblow.
I don't think that's a good way to get paid.
You get paid first, then you do it.
One paycheck. All right. So I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. But I would kind of like to say, oh yeah, I work for someone. I have a job doing something. It just, man, I don't know.
Is it really just for the benefit of like a social awkwardness moment in a family gathering?
Not really. It's not really about that. It's not about being embarrassed. It's because, you know, I didn't really feel that embarrassed. I didn't feel like my cousins were judging me super hard or anything. I didn't feel like, oh no, what do they think about me? It's not like that. It was about, you know, just the things they were talking about just made me, I mean, I'm sorry, but it leads me, literally what I said about, like, they could crush me. And I want to be able to crush them first. Yeah.
You could crush them with a train. Become a train driver.
I'm sorry, but I'm just out to accrue as much power as possible, and I feel like I have behaved suboptimally in that realm. It's not about It's not about money. It's not about buying things, except that it is, because capital will protect me and will be used, and I can wield it as a weapon if I need to. So it is about money, but not in the sense that I just want to buy things with it.
I feel like this could slot into the meme of you hiding behind the table and something coming through the door, like family members coming through the door who have money.
What's coming through the door? Is it a bunch of job offers being like, come out and accept your paycheck? I hate capital, or something like that.
Something like that.
Okay. I don't want to drag this point out or anything, but that's where I'm at. Hey, suggest in the comments. Suggest to me in the comments, what job should I apply to that I can, work as a creative professional and also accrue capital and
you should become a professor.
Become institutionally powerful. Ugh.
A professor of weird internet shit at a real university. They'll probably have a course for that.
I'll just do that. You know what? I saw a tweet the other day, and I don't know if it's true. I don't know what this person's bona fides was, but he just said, like, you used to be able to just send a letter to a university and be like, hey, I just want to study so-and-so. Give me a job as a professor so I can do that. And sometimes they'd just be like, okay. You know, not all the time, but, like, if you had something legit.
If you had a nice jacket.
If you had a nice... I do have a nice jacket. Well, it's kind of old. Maybe I should get a new one. But, I think like nowadays, I don't even know how you'd go about doing that. I don't even know how you would go about doing that these days.
Probably it's just the same. It's just everybody thinks it's not doable. Send a little letter, send a handwritten letter, and then
better
lipstick.
than handwritten, better than
and then lipstick kiss, like a lipstick kiss on the bottom, XOXO.
Better than handwritten. Assemble the letter from cutout letters from different magazine articles.
And then attach like a photo, like a crime photo, the ones.
Sure. Well, first I'll have to commit a crime
mugshot.
to take a photo of it. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
meant, like scenes of the crime.
Yeah, here's me doing a crime, just unrelated to the letter.
Yeah. Just to let him know that I love crime. And that I'm a Democrat.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do crime here if I was employed.
If I could do crime if I want to, but I've chosen to work for you instead. So, that's my Christmas. A yearning for power.
The only other thing I have to say about Christmas is that I got very drunk on Christmas Eve.
Cool.
And I was hungover for the whole Christmas day.
That's pretty
good.
And
I was like passing out, like, oh, I gotta lie down. When we were all opening the presents, which kind of ruined the moment, but that's okay. Because I felt better, and that's the end of that story.
Spectacular. I didn't really have any hangover. I drank a little bit on like Christmas Eve and a bit on like New Year's Eve. I don't know why
I was hungover, because I
didn't hungover at all.
It was just a few glasses of red wine. It was like 4 to 5 glasses of red wine.
In my experience, I feel like wine gives you worse hangovers than other kinds of alcohol.
I guess so.
I'm not sure why that is, or if it maybe is just a coincidence, or if it's even imagining it. That's just the feeling that I have from my experiences.
Like maybe I should have been on the spirits or something.
Definitely switch to the hard
nog.
stuff. Definitely switch to the hard stuff. Yeah, the eggless stuff. Just drinking straight rum out of a tumbler. Yeah, I call it eggless nog. That's good. But you didn't have any eggnog? Nobody had any egg.
It's just not a thing.
It's good though. It's so good. It's like a nutmeg milkshake. Bruh.
Egg nut.
I have lots of leftover meat. I have lots of leftover meat and cold cuts from the New Year's gathering, so that's cool. That's protein.
Yes, I am protein.
I am. Yeah, I guess so. My lifts. I'm gaining weight, but that's fine. My lifts are coming along. They're not amazing yet, but they're getting back to a somewhat respect. I mean, not even respect. They're getting back to an okay starting point. One of my New Year's resolutions is to keep lifting and deadlift 300 again. That's how I'll know that I'm really doing it.
I guess my New Year's resolution is to lower my testosterone to the correct amount. Because at the moment
is to raise my testosterone. Too high. Give me some of your excess.
Sure. I don't know how to do that.
Siphon it out. Send me your blood.
To take all of
Send me your blood.
I just need to take all of my blood and then like filter out the testosterone and then put the blood back in. Mm-hmm. And then you can have the tea.
All I want for Christmas is Gibbs blood.
Yeah?
I don't
What
know.
do you spit it out?
Nothing.
Nothing? How's your New Year's? Is that any different from Christmas? Or is it the same sort of thing?
I mean, New Year's evening, I just hung out at the Munchie house, and there's a couple people in town visiting for that. We watched, what's that movie? Sorry to Bother You. You know that one?
Nope.
It's Boots Riley. I think, oh shit. Is he the actor too, or is he just the director?
I don't know.
No, he's just the director. It's about, well, I can't really explain what it's about without spoiling it, but it's that one where the black guy joins the, like, telecommunications, or the telemarketing, job, and, the guy tells him, use your white voice. Use your white voice when you're calling white people to sell them shit. And, his white voice is voiced by David Cross. Lol. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of fucked up. Kind of some weird, wacky twists and turns. But it was a good watch. And that's
Hell
it.
yeah.
That's pretty much all I did. Pretty much all I did. We got chicken and waffles. Went out for breakfast and got chicken and waffles on New Year's evening. That was great. Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing much. Nothing much going on.
I did the New Year's stream on Twitch.
Right.
I played a video game, Flushed Away, on PS2.
Wait.
Remember that
Flushed
film?
Away, the movie, the
movie, the game.
Aardman.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Is that a 3D collectathon, or
It's
is it like a
3D platformer collectathon,
Yeah, lol.
and it's like, but it's bad, but it's kind of okay actually. It's fun, and it's really funny looking.
I watched that movie at Christmas like 2 or 3 years ago, I think, and I really liked it. Yeah, I thought it was great.
I don't remember it. It's like, I know, is it Hugh Grant Rat?
Yeah, I think so.
And he's doing his Hugh Grant voice.
Mm-hmm. Hugh Grant at his Hugh Grantiest.
And so he goes into the sewers and he's a rat. and he has to learn to be a shit rat instead of a clean rat.
Mm.
And that's the moral of the tale.
That's it. Yeah, I thought that movie was great and was just a good clean, compelling, 3-act hero's journey. Not in like a really like the structure is boring. They obviously stuck really close to the structure and it takes me out of the movie. But I'm just like, yeah, just really solid storytelling.
Yeah,
and I just enjoyable the whole way through. Paced perfectly.
Is quite good. I don't remember Flushed Away being bad. I remember the most interesting aspect of it was the fact that it is CGI, the first CGI Aardman animation. Before that, they were all like plasticine and stuff and clay. And it's like they made it look like it was clay, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So in terms of the story, I actually can't remember whether it was like terrible or fine.
It's good.
And I guess
I'm here
fine.
to tell you it's good.
Good.
My mom didn't like it. She thought it was gross. She doesn't like gross out stuff.
The slugs and slime.
I guess so. Yeah.
But it was fun stream. I kind of want to stream more often.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, I want to. I don't know if hope I haven't said this before, but okay, I have been in between holidays. I've been really trying to work on that book, and I said I was going to get the book done by the New Year's, and I didn't. And it's kind of my fault, but it's also kind of the fault of my shitty internet, which has been even worse than usual. It's been almost unusable like a lot of the time, and it's really fucking me up. So I'm gonna get that fixed, and then once my internet is fixed, I am gonna start streaming. And what I'm going to stream is I'm going to stream myself playing Mega Man Battle Network. I'm going to play the whole Battle Network. Yes, I'm going to play the whole Battle Network series, and I'm going to stream it because I should have streamed myself playing all the Mega Man games, and I feel like it was a bit of a missed opportunity that I didn't stream myself playing 45 different Mega Man games, because that would have been content, and I would have got donos. So
yeah.
So this time I'm going to do it. because I gotta play those games because I gotta make that video, but I might as well do it on stream, and so I will, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, god damn it! And you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it.
Oh my god, I better watch it.
You're gonna watch it.
Is that the lowest you can go?
The lowest? You're gonna watch it.
Clip that, everybody.
I was trying to do the Mr. Plinkett yelling at Nadine. You're gonna watch the Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Mr. Plinkett, speaking of the Angry Video Game Nerd, I've been rewatching a lot of Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah?
I've just been putting it, that's just sort of been my, like, put it on in the background while I do other stuff, content lately. And I think, in a hot take, I think we as a society need to start to be okay with admitting that it's bad, even though we think that what's his name is a good guy, right?
The show is bad.
James, is his name James? Rolfe.
James Rolfe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to admit to a society that, yeah, I guess it's charming or whatever. Yeah, I guess he's got enthusiasm or whatever. But like, the content is bad. The comedy is bad. He's not a good comedian. It's a bad show. We liked it because it was unique, but it was bad. And it's okay to admit that, even though James Rolfe seems like a decent guy and a family man, and we don't want to offend him. Oh no, we don't want to compare him to Doug Walker, because Doug Walker's an asshole and an incompetent stooge and a hack, and we don't like Doug, and Doug sucks, and that's true. And we don't feel that way about James, but we should be able to look ourselves in the mirror and say the show was bad.
I mean, I would agree that there's plenty of episodes that are just certainly like ungood. They're not good. They're bad. Yes. What did you watch, like, from the very beginning?
I've been sort of just skipping around, watching watching the old. I've been watching the full season compilations. So like, I'll watch season 2, and then I'll watch season 12, and then I'll watch season 5, and I'll watch season 11. A few years ago, I was watching all of them again, and I'm like, there's definitely a point beyond which it's like there's a golden era where like most of the episodes are fun and good, and then something changes and it sucks. And it's sort of like this, kind of the same, but it just sort of feels weird. And his delivery is a bit like annoying, and like after a certain point. I'm gonna say, even though I kind of know what you mean, there is sort of a difference in delivery, but I honestly don't think it's that much, and I think that the early show and the late show are more similar than they are different. I think it's kind of hasn't really changed that much.
I'll believe that. I still will watch them because I'm nostalgic for those.
Yeah, my feeling. I think, I watched a bunch of newer ones. Like I started on the latest season, and I watched through it, and I was like, "Lol, okay." And then I went back to an early season, and I was like, wasn't that different? He's kind of always been. If I just gripe, like, a lot of his delivery is weird, and his timing is really weird, and a lot of his jokes are like not even jokes. Like when he'll just, and this is the thing he's always done. He's always done it where like he'll be like, I don't know, reading the box of the game, like, oh, this game lets you this game lets you bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yeah, this game lets you bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yeah, and like that's the joke. The joke is he like repeats something and then he says yeah, and that's the joke.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't like those.
And it's not even he does it all the time. He does it all the time. He does it all the time to the point that's like that's his style of comedy.
And
it's hack. It's hack.
It is. There's a like an upsetting amount of like references, like taken in their entirety and maybe changed slightly to fit the whatever he's saying, of like things he likes, like movies and shows and stuff. Things I didn't understand. I didn't see them as references. I thought he was being smart. But no, he was just quoting something. It was like so much of what he did was just quoting something. A lot of people around that time of like internet content creators. It's just like, hey, I know this movie. I'm gonna say a line from it. If you know the movie, you're a cool guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but it's not the main issue that I was noticing. On the same vein as what I just said, like, a lot of the time, a joke will just be that he just says what's happening in the game, and he reacts with like he's like, "Oh man," or like, "Oh yeah," or like, "Damn," and like there's no joke. It's just him noting what he sees, and then saying "damn" or something like that. I mean, sometimes he'll say, "This is a poopy stick on a dog's anus" or something, and it's like, okay, at least that's something. At least you've made something out of it.
I don't have like a problem with like just having the gameplay and then like responding to something.
Yeah,
I think the delivery changes over the course of the decades or something, and he sort of goes deeper and more growly, and it sort of like is unnatural. I like the earlier ones because it sounds like he's just a guy in his room playing a game and you're watching him, and he's like, fuck! That's how you would say that if you were playing it.
I only really feel that way about like season 1. I think even by season 2, he's become like fully shtickified.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't watched them in a few years.
There's a marked difference between season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, definitely. Season 1 doesn't even feel like a show. It's just like...
Yeah.
It's like the vague sense of a character.
Mm-hmm. It also, like, this is a neutral point. This is not a complaint. I just think it's very interesting that James Rolfe's idea of a stereotypical nerd is someone that drinks Rolling Rock. Like that's a key element of the angry video game nerd characters, that he likes to drink beer, and that's just such like a non-nerd trait, in my opinion.
I remember him talking about like that. The reason for the beer specifically is that like he made the first one where he's just talking about Castlevania 2. It's like, what if some guy was still angry at a video game all these years later? Isn't that a funny concept? And then he did that, and then he like, all right, now I'm going to show him on screen. So he did Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, where he was dressed as a nerd, stereotypical like glasses, pocket.
Oh right, the first one didn't have video.
The first one didn't have video. The second one is like, now I'm gonna like amp it up. This is like the sequel to that concept.
Yeah.
And he just is like, so what if this guy is so obsessed with this NES game that it's ruined his life to a ridiculous degree, such that he's drinking himself like silly, that, you know, it's like such a strange idea that someone would be so obsessed. So he just picked up whatever he had in his fridge, and it just happened to be Rolling Rock. And then from then on, he said, I guess that's a character trait. I'll bring it back. And then that's his thing. And that's the reason.
That's so silly. I mean, so it's almost like he was trying to invent the trope of like, I mean, he kind of did invent the trope of like, reviewing this game is so hard, it's so bad, I have to drink to get through it.
Yeah, unironically, he invented that.
But he never really
idea.
sells it, because he never seems like he's getting drunk. He never seems drunk, or like he. Maybe I'm forgetting, but like it's just
there's
seems
a few
like
episodes where he does,
like
but
something that he's doing casually.
Yeah, it seems like just it causes me to drink, but then he continues talking normally.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few episodes where he gets so drunk, and then it's a bit.
I don't even. I don't remember that ever happening.
Well, actually, you know, I think the only one I can think of is like the Return to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, where he has like a big like glass like, what do you call them?
Mug?
No, it's like a thing with a glass stopper in it, and it's got alcohol, some sort of a spirit.
Oh, like a canteen? A flask?
Not a canteen.
A flask?
It's like a huge thing. It's the sort of thing you'd have like very expensive whiskey in. And he was drinking that, and he was getting super drunk, playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Okay, so it sounds like in that episode he actually did do the I have to get drunk to play this video game. Okay.
But yeah, it's funny. It's just like, I hate this game. Sip. Like that's the extent of it most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just, you know, I don't want to complain.
I have
too
my
hard.
favorite moments, but I don't like go up and say, "Oh, you've got to watch all of Angry Video Game Nerd." It's just I would never say that.
The feeling I have mostly found it pretty enjoyable, pretty inoffensive to just have it on in the background, and just let it play lately. Like, it's fine. Like, I keep doing it, but I have to say that in my opinion, a lot of the content that I feel is meant to be comedic is sort of not even really a successfully executed joke. I think a lot of what I would describe as the comedy or the attempts at comedy is hack, and like a writer, like a comedy writer, could have made a joke out of this, whereas the Angry Video Game Nerd will simply go, "Yeah, imagine that." Continues playing video game. That's it. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about James Rolfe. And please, I'm sorry. Listen, I wish the man nothing but the best. I know he's a family man. Okay, like I know that
he's got a family, Ben.
I know, and everyone's like, "Oh, James, we just want him to. He just wants to be with his family now. He doesn't have time to make the Angry Video Game Nerd." And like, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's good. Good luck to him.
My favorite moment off the top of my head from the Angry Video Game Nerd is the Batman episode where he's playing the Batman games, and he's playing like this one game where he has to use a grappling hook to get somewhere, and he's really, really like getting really screamy angry, like, "What the fuck? Why is it not working?" There's something about the rant there that's like he's really blowing out the mic, and it's more than just sort of like a, I don't know, like a throwaway moment. And I was like, yeah, that's great. And then also Mike Matei playing the Joker. That's probably my favorite Joker. He's so stupid.
Better than not Ethan Hawke.
Heath Ledger.
Better
than Heath Ledger.
Yeah, okay.
But like he's like, I love him. I love him as the Joker. It's so like it's annoying, but like in the show in the thing, he's just forcing him to play these shitty games. And he's just going, ho, 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 ho. And then he gets them all shoved up his ass at the end.
There was a really funny moment, and it was kind of unintentionally funny, because I was watching the episodes out of order, and so I got to one where, Bugs Bunny comes back, but I watched that before I watched the actual one where that like introduces Bugs Bunny. And so when Bugs Bunny just shows up and he goes, "Yeah, what's up, Doc?" And the nerd reacts to the mere like appearance of Bugs Bunny with an immediate like furious like, "I'm gonna kill this motherfucker! Like, I hate you!" And starts beating the shit out of him. And it's like, what? I knew that, like, I know that there's context there, but it didn't feel like it. It just feels like, wow, this guy just hates Bugs Bunny like for some reason. Who knows why?
It's kind of like that in the original one as well. It's just like he's playing a Bugs Bunny game, and then he's like, "Yeah, it's Bugs Bunny, Bugs fucking Bunny," and then he starts punching him. Wait, and I think the implication is that he doesn't like the shitty video game.
Yeah,
but like he goes straight to like beating the shit out of the bunny before he's even said anything.
Is that right? Is that his first appearance?
No. Well, his first appearance is Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout or something.
Yeah, and I thought that like Bugs Bunny just comes in and they're just commentating on the game, and they get in a fight over how bad the game is or something.
No, I think I remember it being like he's playing the game and he's losing. It's like, fuck this game. And then Bugs Bunny comes in. He's like, "Yeah, what's up, Doc?"
Maybe I'm thinking of that.
Like, "Oh my god, it's Bugs Bunny!" And then he just punches him. That's the joke. It's like he's not happy to see him. He's angry to see him.
So, okay. Really, that was his first appearance? I just thought, like, okay, weird. Okay, no. I guess it was funny on purpose for the same reason that I found it funny. So, good job.
Yeah, I like the fucking the violence, the Bugs Bunny stuff.
Yeah.
There's lots of nuggets of gold. It's just there's there's a point beyond which he's clearly like not interested in doing the show. Yeah. But because of money reasons, he's like, "Well, I got to do one every month, every 2 months. Let's just do it." And it's just sort of
I think
I don't like it. I don't like it after a certain point. I forget when.
I think
but it's just sort of
yeah,
generally.
Like I watched the Kingdom Hearts one where like he's playing Kingdom Hearts just because it was a big game at the time, and like he never even played. There's no nostalgia there, and it's, and he just kind of treats it the way he would play any other game. And I don't know. I feel like the fact that you see him like just kind of give the same. What were they thinking? What the fuck? I don't know. Kind of, it's like, oh man, you could just. This shit kind of just writes itself. Actually, like you could literally just give the same treatment to any game, and it wouldn't even matter. I kind of cheapened the shtick in hindsight a little bit. Seeing him do it also to these games that are not really worthy of it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I just want capital so that I can destroy James Rolfe, that I can like ruin his personal and professional reputation. Just want to get him. Just want to get him before he gets me. I want to step into the Angry Video Games nerd's room, and he'll say, "Oh, Ben Saint, you made Phantom's Revenge. That game was a fucking dog's anus shitting out barf." And then he'll just jump and start kicking my ass, and then I'll go like, "Aha, I have a team of lawyers. And we're going to destroy you for this." And he'll go, "Oh no," and then the repo man will come, and they'll just start carrying all his video games out, and I'll stand there and I'll be like, ha ha, this is what you get. This is what you get. It's because you didn't make enough money. You didn't make as much money as I did, nerd. And now you're going to the poorhouse. And he'll say, "No, my family." And I'll say, "I'm taking them too." And that's it.
You have the money to buy them.
and it's just the plot of, and from there it's just, that song. It's that music video. It's that song. It's Thank You by Dido. It's just a music video for Thank You by Dido, but it's Angry Video Game Nerd. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
No,
you know. Come on. You know. The song Thank You by Dido, famously the song sampled in Eminem's song Stan, is a song that ironically juxtaposes someone having a bad day. They describe a bad day that they had, but the chorus is saying thank you. It's saying thank you to an imagined character that is their lover or loved one of some kind, and they say it's the best day ever. It's the best day ever because you gave me the best day ever because I was with you. Then the music video is Dido is singing this while like her the repo men are coming. They're just like kicking her out of her house. They're taking everything, right? So it's that.
Epic.
Yeah, thank you. It's a good song though. You know who should do a music video about that? I mean, you know who should do a video about that is and I say this knowing that it's wrong. Todd in the Shadows should do a one-hit wonderland about Thank You. The only song that anyone knows by Dido, and only because it was sampled in Stan. And I say that knowing full well that I'm sure he would be like, actually Dido like charted on the top 40 like a dozen different times back in like the early 90s, and I'd say I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care, idiot. I don't know any of those songs.
It's about my understanding.
I mean I'm not wrong. I feel like the average person, if you ask them Dido, they would be like, "Who the fuck is Dido?" And then you'd say, they did Thank You, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is Thank You by Dido?" And they'd say, and you'd say, "Giving me the best day of my life." And they'd say, "Oh, Stan by Eminem." And they go, "Yes, Stan. Yes, Dido is the one that made Stan by Eminem." I don't even know
Stan by Eminem.
You don't? What?
I've never listened to Eminem.
What the fuck?
I know the spaghetti song.
The spaghetti song. I think that's what it's called, actually. Wait, you mean
Mom
lose
Spaghetti?
Yourself?
Lose yourself. That's the one. I know that because that was around when I was young and it was big, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, Stan was all over the radio, but I mean that's when I was like a young teen, or maybe like 12 or 11 or something. I think Stan is the one. It's really good. Stan is that. It's like a sad song about. It's from the point of view of a fan of a fanatical fan of Eminem, writing him letters like saying like, I want to meet you. My life is falling apart, but like my love for you, Eminem, is like the thing that like gets me through the day. And well, I won't spoil the ending.
No spoilers for the song.
Okay, well, maybe I will spoil it then. He fucking dies, okay? There you go, bam. The end of the song, the final verse, is Eminem finally writing back, and in the course of writing the letter, he realizes that a news story that he saw about someone driving their car off a bridge and committing suicide was about the guy whose letters he never answered. There you go. And in the middle it goes, it plays Thank You by Dido. And that's what everybody knows Dido from.
Wow.
Now you understand the context of my multi-layered references.
Now I don't need to watch or listen to anything.
Now you don't need to listen to Thank You by Dido. You don't need to listen to Stand by Eminem. You don't need to watch The Angry Video Game Nerd anymore. You don't need to listen to the Pro Crastinators podcast ever again. You got all the context and none of the content. Just the way it should be.
Yes. 2023 is the year of nothing.
The year of no content. It's the year of no content, baby.
I have like simultaneously big plans and also no plans for 2023. I want to.
Interesting.
I want to.
I guess I could say the same about myself in a certain way, but go on.
I've got like Clarissa Gunsmoke on my mind. I've got the Murmurings of Bale Jape sequel.
The Murmurings.
There's things
Whispers.
with like the Whispers. There's stuff with Pumpkin Alley, and also stuff with Redman and Gun Girl. There's all sorts of comic and story ideas. But then also, I don't want to worry too much. I think a lot of last year I was worrying, and the year before that as well, just worrying about, am I going to make it? Am I going to be good? Is everybody going to like me? Am I going to get money from this? Is any of this worth it? Am I going to do anything? Is everything going to be okay? Like, I need to shut up, just draw some stuff and not, like, think too big about the repercussions or the potential failures or whether or not I do anything with my life from all of these stuffs. I just need to chill out. I need to chill out. That's my vibe, I guess. I'm gonna go for that.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. Morning breaks outside. It's a good song. What were you saying?
I was saying I'm gonna kill you, then, Saint.
No, I heard. Worrying is bad.
Yeah.
So
I sure hope I don't worry.
Good one. My plans are big because I have, I don't know. I do have plans for things. Finish the book, stream. Finish the book, stream Battle Network, make some more lecture videos, including a Battle Network one, but also I think it would be great if I could make at least 3 more lecture videos this year. I hope that's not like too ambitious. I feel like I should aim higher than that. Even though I might
aim high and fail. That's the way to do it.
I mean, if they're all as long as the Mega Man video, that would be impossible. But yeah, they don't all have to be that long. So maybe it might be doable. We'll see. But so there's that, and the streaming, and there's the book. And then, I don't know, I feel like that doesn't account for a whole year. And I keep feeling like I need to do something. I need to change what I'm doing. I need to change my life around. I need to find something new to do with myself. Not that I don't want to abandon any of these old things, but I feel like I need to find some new shit. Need to find some new shit to do. Some new shit to work towards, and I don't know what that would be or look like. So, yeah, my plan is find something to do.
I mean, you could always, like a simple-ish one is just to find like some sort of a craft hobby to get into.
I have a craft hobby. I make candy.
You make candy, yeah.
Yeah, I have a crafty hobby like that. I could get more into that, get new molds, try and get fancy with it, experiment with new recipes. That is something that I plan on doing. It's not exactly a goal. Maybe try and get like I don't know. Maybe try and get that shit like sold somewhere. Maybe get like shit packaged and try and make it a somewhat commercial venture. I don't know. I think did I mention that I think I might like kickstart those? Might do like at some point after the book is done, just do a separate Kickstarter. Maybe just for like a couple $1,000s or whatever. Not a big production, but like let people buy like bags of candy that I made.
Yeah. I think
Kickstarter is the only way I know how to do anything.
I mean, the difficulty, I guess, is just selling food across like borders is very difficult.
I don't. Is it though?
Well, I'm just assuming. I don't know like the laws or the regulations, but I'm sure I don't actually think it is
because it's not liquid. I like shipping liquids can be kind of hard.
Yeah.
But like this is solid food, and it's just I mean shipping any package internationally is quite annoying and expensive unless you're Amazon.
I guess I'm thinking of like if it was like a branded product. And then getting the license to then sell that product in another country is a whole big thing. But simply sending a package to a human being directly is simple.
It's simple.
So Kickstarter, if you're doing it, yeah, it's expensive and like labor intensive for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it would be the same as any other thing for Kickstarter.
That's something that's not like, oh, that's what I want to do this year. But it is something that I keep thinking about, like, hey, wouldn't it be kind of funny if I did that? Hey, wouldn't that be fun, maybe? Something that I want, thinking about trying, could be just see what happens. I would want to get it, like, if I did that, I wouldn't just, like, send people shit in, like, Ziploc bags. I would have some level of like pseudo professional like
packaging. Yeah, that would be an investment if you get like a little packaging machine that can like do the ridged like press at the top, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Little plastic baggie.
I would, I wonder. I bet something that could do something like that is not even that I mean, like a big industrial one would probably be really expensive, but like just one.
Like maybe
an indie one?
up to like $100 or something like that, maybe.
That's peanuts. Nothing.
Peanuts. You could sell peanuts. You could sell peanut-shaped gummies.
I have worms now. Oh, I got more worms because I already had worm molds, but I wanted to be able to make more at a time. So I asked my mom, just get me some more of the same worm molds so I can make more worms, so I can increase my rate of production. And she did, and now I have more worms. So watch out.
Waiting for the worms. That's a Pink Floyd song. That's my That's my musical reference.
I know that because I watched a video about I think I learned it from Dan Olson's video.
Oh, no.
about the angry, not the nostalgia
Dog
critics.
Walker,
The wall.
Dog,
Yes. Sorry.
Fuck. That's cursed. Cursed direct, like cursed lineage of knowledge.
It is. It's fucked up that I only know things. Not because I only know things from Angry Video Game Nerd and Doug Walker, not because they talked about them, because other people talked about them talking about them and how they talked about them wrong. This is how I've learned so much. I'm looking at the Slime and Punishment cover. I think I'm like mostly happy with how the cover turned out. I don't know if it needs
I haven't
more
seen
work.
that yet.
This is not a final design, but I showed it before. And it was it had like Nightstar. I was going to put like Nightstar looking down in the background from the sky. I changed. I think I'm taking her out. I think maybe I want to do something a little more like this. Is it sending? It is sending. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do remember something with the phantom horn there.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to draw buildings, but then I was like, what if I just... I think maybe it's a little more honest to put a bunch of like photo bashed buildings like this in, because like that's how it is in the book. Like most of the backgrounds are edited photos and stuff. So this is like maybe more representative of the contents, I guess, in a way.
Where's Strawberry Milk? He's been
Fuck Strawberry Milk. He doesn't get a fucking slot on the cover.
But this is the moment. This is the moment when you get pushed through the portal.
I don't give a fuck.
This is Strawberry Erasure.
Yeah, it is.
Dragon Erasure.
What are you gonna do about it? Sue
I'm
me?
gonna
I have
petition.
too much capital.
I'm gonna write a petition, and then your capital will be all mine.
Fuck. Shit. If this... Making a petition, if it gets 10,000 signatures, I think Ben Saint should give me all his money, and I... Oh no! Oh no! I hope it doesn't get 10,000 signatures. Oh no! I'd lose all my money. Elon Musk making a poll. Should Ben Saint give and take all his money? Oh no! They voted yes. Oh no! I gotta do it. Oh no! Then I gotta do it. No.
Ben Saint says, "I will abide by the results of this poll.
I will abide by the results of any poll." And any a petition that is put in front of me, I will abide by any rules that they stipulate, no matter what. That's the Ben Saint guarantee.
True.
Trying to think. Has anything else happened?
No.
The answer is no.
No, I guess not.
My internet's bad. My internet sucks, and that makes me angry. When all
Do you
my
want to
roommates
go?
are like, and all my
do you want to
roommates
go
are
to?
like, we gotta
Sorry.
fix our internet. We gotta order some new internet. And I say, yeah, we do gotta order some new internet. I agree. I'm glad we're all on the same page. And then nobody orders any more internet. Nobody orders any new internet. And I'm certainly not going to do it. Don't be ridiculous. Okay. What were you saying?
I was just asking if you wanted to go to the One Piece.
We could, yeah. You could talk about the new two chapters.
Two new chapters.
1070
and 1071. So, it's the One Piece corner. Everybody block your ears. Unless you want to know
your ears
about
for
it.
the next 2 hours of the podcast.
Yeah, just everybody. Nobody should listen to this part. Not even if you like One Piece.
Absolutely. Oh no, that's really weird. I complained about my internet a second ago, even though it was working fine, and now it's broken again. Now it doesn't work anymore. Lol. It won't load. It won't load 1070. Even though, usually most days. Oh no, it went. Like I said, most days my internet at like 3:30 p.m. will cut out for a while. All right, here we go. 1070. All right. All right. So, the strongest humans. There's this bunch of scientists on the cover. Let me try and identify these people.
Oh, I think we don't know who they are aside from Vegapunk.
No, these are definitely. I think that's Gecko Moria, Caesar Clown, and Germa.
Which one's Gecko Moria?
I think that's him on the left.
Dang,
I mean, he looks a lot different, but I think that's supposed to be him.
Why does does Caesar Clown have horns?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I just like didn't think about this. But yeah,
I think right. That's Germa, right? I mean, wait, is that his name, or what's the Germa dad's name?
The Germa is his kingdom, and then it's King Judge.
I think that's King Judge, and then I have no idea who this woman in the hat is. Carmen Sandiego looking ass.
It's some sort of lady.
That's correct.
Oh, I'm getting a message.
What?
The guy on the left is Queen. Queen?
Queen?
It's Queen? Queen is a scientist.
Oh.
This is before they put on weight.
That's the big fat guy, right?
Big fat guy in Kaido's crew.
That
That would make more sense, because Moria is like, I don't know. What he has a different past that I think we know some of.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm prepared to be wrong about that.
So okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking at Queen, and okay. The only real resemblance I see is the eyes, kind of. Sort of the mouth, a little.
Maybe it's the pants that you're supposed to think. Oh, he's got striped pants, just like Queen. I think when it comes to like, because I think we know that Queen knows like scientist people, and he's like the scientist guy, the scientist engineer of the Kaido crew.
He's the diseases guy, right?
Yeah, he made the disease thing that nearly got everybody. And so this is MADS, MADS, which was the thing from the last... There was a ship that we saw on the previous chapter's like cover page with that one guy who I don't know who it is. And then these guys are in MADS, I guess. Scientists.
I think so. I'm sorry. I'm comparing him to Queen, and I just don't really see it. The resemblance is passing at best. Oh wait,
I didn't even read the thing. Cold-blooded village, promising scientists gathering for the sake of the world and all mankind. But why do they have guns? What's up, huh?
Wait, who sent you a message? Who sent you a message that said it was Queen?
Secret message.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I won't then. Yeah,
there's like scientists around them, like surrounding them.
Yeah,
and they don't have guns, and these guys have guns. Are they like attacking?
Looks like they're defending.
I guess we'll know next time.
The promising scientists that have gathered for the benefit of the world and mankind. Well, I mean, we can look at the next chapter. In the next chapter, there's... Wait a minute. There's no intro page in the next chapter.
No, it's like an early copy.
What?
It's secret, illegal early copy.
Fuck! I see. Alright.
Anyway, so last chapter, Lucci and Luffy were fighting, and Sentomaru got sliced. Not dead. Not yet. And, basically, Luffy's being fighting. He's being
fighting. Yep.
And
doing his little cartoon antics thing.
We get to see the Seraphim, like, doing some stuff. And then the Jinbei Seraphim uses the swim fruit.
Yeah,
which Frankie recognizes as being Senor Pink's fruit,
Can you remind me what the swim fruit does? Does it just let you swim through anything?
It lets you swim through matter like you're a swimmer, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. But he's doing like an awakened version of it, right?
I'm not sure. I can't remember what Senor Pink was using it for. It may be the exact same, like as depicted here.
He says he recreated the same devil fruit. When it comes to art, only the Zoan type can be manufactured. Okay, I think I might be reading a bad translation. Translator's note: the special fruits that Vegapunk is referring to here are the mythical Zoan types. He didn't mention mythical Zoan per se, although the DF images shown here are the mythical Zoan devil fruit, included Kaidoing. Wait, what mythical devil fruits shown here? I don't. Oh, he shows the fruits. Oh, I see. Just like Caesar's outrageous smile, yeah, that person should just die already. Wait, this is a different fucking... This is a different translation
than the one you read?
Than the one that I read, even though I read it on the same... It's like they changed it.
That's odd. I'm on TBC, was it? Yeah, TCB scans.
TCB, typical cracker behavior.
Yeah.
And when I read the original time, it said Vegapunk said like, yes, Caesar can make smile, but I consider that unacceptable.
Yeah, that's
In
the
this
one I'm
one,
reading.
In this one, he's saying, just like Caesar's outrageous smile. Have a large amount of money and time. The special fruits can also be reproduced. Whether you can awaken them is still unconfirmed. Okay, so he's all right. He's saying you can reproduce Zoan fruits, even the mythical ones, probably.
It's difficult. He tried Logia's. It was difficult, trickier than expected, but it doesn't say he failed, which is ominous. And then there's an alternative of paramecia types. I found you can synthesize a blood additive from a paramecia user's lineage factor that will grant their power once transfused. That's what you see running through their arms. I call it green blood.
What the
He made blood.
So, what? It's kind of strange that Frankie is so freaked out by the thought of making blood. It's like this is like a big taboo or something.
I think it's just sort of like the playing God, like you're making humans. Like there's so much more to this than just it's a robot. It's like it's got blood. It can use devil fruits.
Yeah.
It has a personality kind of, even though it can be controlled. It's like weird and not like the same as building a robot.
I'm looking and like we get this close up of I think it's like young Bonnie's arm with like the green have we
That's not Bonnie. That's Boa Hancock.
The one with the close up of the arm?
Yeah, because you see a couple panels later. She's doing the mellow.
No, you're right.
Fruit.
Oh, but it's has this been a thing? Have we been able to see their green blood like before this? I don't remember.
I haven't looked closely enough. I assume...
kind of want to go back. I just want to go back and look at them and just see like. I just want to see. Since when have they have big like gaps in their body that showed like green blood? Load, please. Honestly, kind of cool.
Yeah.
You see like freaking green goo in their little arm tubes. Yes, please.
Oh no, they are there. Yeah. Previous chapter, they've all got on their right arm a little band that looked like an armband, but it is in fact a glass like open area where you can see the blood flowing.
On like the upper arm or the
I'll just screen grab.
Yeah, just show me. It's kind of I mean, I guess they're all like wearing clothes except for Hancock. I mean, she's wearing clothes, but she has her arm uncovered.
There it is.
Let me see. Huh. Yeah.
Genuinely just missed it.
Yeah, I mean...
Doesn't really look like anything, so I guess you wouldn't think...
If it was the anime, if it was in color, I feel like my eye would have like shot right to it. Like, what the fuck is that green shit? Yeah. But this is... I didn't even notice there was anything there.
They've also mentioned that these are children, so they're going to grow stronger, potentially. And it's like this idea that this being, this new race of artificial person is so powerful, probably the most powerful beings in the history of the sea.
Yeah.
Like, come on, why'd you do that? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? I mean, because they can control them.
It's going to be like a big, like, problem for somebody.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, imagine how Jinbei must feel about this.
Yeah, like, Jinbei's got his little guy.
You cloned me? There's a little young clone of me running around with green blood and superpowers? Okay. and he obeys you and will and he's under orders to kill me at all, at any cost? Okay. Fine.
And everybody in Impel Down, they have access to their devil fruit. They can put them inside the Seraphim.
Yeah, well, the Paramecias anyway.
Yeah, at least those. I assume the rest, but I haven't explicitly said that.
Him saying that like Logias are difficult, it sounds to me like he has not been successful at Logias. So they can recreate Zoan fruits, and they can transfer paramecia abilities with green blood if they have access to did he say the lineage factor?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I think if they have blood of the original user of that devil fruit, so they got, like, Senor Pink's blood, they can turn that into green blood and give the devil fruit ability to a seraphim. That's what I think is being said.
So I wonder, okay, so if a seraphim... So I think a seraphim will automatically have the fruit ability of the person that they're a clone of, right? Because, like, Hancock has the...
Well, we don't know that's the reason. It could be that they have Hancock's blood as well.
That's true. It could just be they just gave her the same fruit power.
It's interesting, though, because... what happened to Hancock? Wasn't there, like, a thing that happened with her? Like, the warlord
did like
system
Garp
was...
did like Garp go to Amazonia or something?
No, well, maybe, but, like, Hancock, the warlords was dissolved, and then the Amazon Lily was, like, no longer a safe haven for her.
Lily. Yeah.
And so they were, Marines came. But I forget what
capture
happened.
her?
I don't remember. Something happened.
I don't remember either. Maybe we could look it up. Boa Hancock. Oh my god, this article is so fucking long.
There's so much. Every character, there's a billion things.
Can you... Is there not just like a history section? Okay, well, this is actually harder to this is actually harder to find out, like, what's going on with her right now than I thought.
Relationships. Wait, where's enemies? I feel like there should just be like in this arc, this happened, but there isn't.
No,
well,
yeah.
Now, there's
there's not.
There's a body measurements section.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ichiro Oda responded to a fan saying her height is 191 centimeters. Wow.
How tall does that make her?
6'3.5".
Lol.
Her three
Cool.
measurements are blah blah blah. Haha. J-cup breasts. Epic.
That sounds about right.
Yes. Why is there... Oh, history. It's a whole tab that's different. Is there? Yes.
It's
Oh my God.
it's kind of funny that Oda will just be like, he draws these stick figure big boob ladies, and then when asked like how big are their tits, he's like, oh, they're J cups.
They're just
they're like double H. Like, oh yeah, they're like they're like an I cup, or they're a K. You just pick a random letter from around that point.
I mean, he gives like specific like measurements.
He does.
And then it's great. He's a man after my own heart.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wano Country. After the 7 warlord systems was abolished, Hancock told the subjects not to worry about the incoming marine fleet, and reminded them that the reason the warlord position had been offered in the first place was because of how strong they were. Then they had a battle. The marines successfully breached the island when the Blackbeard pirates also arrived to take Hancock's ability. Yes, I vaguely remember that. Cody pleaded with her to leave with the marines. She refused to surrender and petrified most of the marines and the invading pirates. She was about to attack Kobe when Blackbeard grabbed her and nullified her ability. She warned
he was holding
killing her
hostage, and it was like a Mexican standoff, and it was like, if you kill me, I won't like reverse the petrification on all these people or something like that.
Yeah, condemned his crewmates to permanent petrification. She did agree to restore the marines and pirates if they left the island, but Teach refused to trust her. Before Teach could kill her, Rayleigh arrived and drove the Blackbeard pirates and the marines out of Amazon Lily. So,
yes,
dang.
Okay, I do remember. So she's okay. Like Rayleigh,
With Rayleigh, I guess so.
Got her. Okay.
So weeks later, believing the marines would come back to Amazon Lily, Hancock questioned where she should go before concluding she wanted to marry Luffy. Well, of course. Then she listened as Shakuyaku. Who's that?
Isn't that the Vegapunk, Daft Punk guy? Shaka? Or is
No,
it different?
Shaku-Yaku.
Oh.
Discuss Vegapunk's technological... Wait. She was there?
Who? Who is this?
It says, like, weeks later, believe the Marines would come back. Hancock questioned where she should go before concluding she wanted to marry Luffy. Second sentence.
Shaku-Yaku.
She then listened as Shaku-Yaku discussed Vegapunk's technological developments.
Oh, Shaku-Yaku is that lady who's with Raleigh.
Oh, Shaki? Yeah. I forgot that wasn't her full name. Oh my god, is she gonna arrive? Is she gonna appear in this arc? Everybody's going to Egghead right now.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, so that's what's going on with her.
Who could forget Gloriosa?
Me.
Former empress of the Kuja tribe from one generation before Shaku-Yaku. 2 generations before an unknown Sorry, who's Kuja? 3 generations before it's the Amazon Lily tribe. Wait, Shaku-Yaku is from the Amazon Lily? What? Shaki is a former empress of Amazon Lily? What the fuck?
I don't remember that part. I just remember her being like, she's just the lady in the bar.
Yeah,
that Rayleigh knows.
That's all I remember about her is that she hung out with Raleigh. Okay, well there's like an old grandma who was an even formerer empress of the Kuja tribe called Gloriosa or Elder Nyan.
She's the old lady, right?
She's a little old lady with a snake staff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's... it seems like... It's really fucking crazy that Shaki is just an empress and just like, oh, okay.
I just left.
Yeah. Big thing to forget.
So the fight continues. We now know about Greenblood.
Greenblood's cool. I like that.
Luffy with his like gear. What is it? What does he call this? It's
white
Joy Boy mode, but like, what is it? What does he call it?
Is it Gear 5th?
I guess it's Gear 5th. I don't remember if he says anything. He just sort of did it, and he has the big smile, and he's doing the goofy shit, and he's really like easily bodying Lucci right now.
Yeah,
in his awakened zone form.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're all going together. They get on a rocket ship.
Wait a minute.
What?
Vegapunk. I mean, what Vegapunk says is that it's possible to replicate a mythical Zoan. I mean, somebody else, he could replicate the Hito model Joy Boy if he wanted. Like somebody else could be Joy Boy.
Now that would be fucked. Then it would be like the Marines are trying to get Luffy's blood so they can do that. And then
yeah.
Oh no, Luffy, you're bleeding.
Actually, that just occurred to me, but like they would definitely want to do that because the government knows that like the Joy Boy fruit is like the best fucking fruit.
Terrifying.
Think about it.
It'll be right at the end of One Piece. It'll be like, oh, there's Luffy. Oh no, it's evil Luffy. I obey orders.
Maybe Blackbeard will get it. Blackbeard will get it, and but it'll be a different color. It'll be black, just like how the Kaido's fruit was duplicated for Momo, but it was pink, and Vegapunk was like, fuck, it's worthless. It's the wrong color. We'll make Black Joy Boy. That's my prediction. Calling it now.
It's a little over the top, but sure.
I think it's plausible.
I think Blackbeard already has a lot of power with his accumulation of multiple devil fruits within one body. What does he have? He has the Yami Yami no Mi, and he's got the darkness, the Gura Gura no Mi, and Whitebeards, and who knows what else.
Well, I mean, who knows what else? I mean, his crewmates have. I've heard people say that they expect him to get 3 fruits because of his like 3-headed, flag. It could just be. I mean, why stop at 2?
Why stop at 2?
Why stop
Maybe
at 2?
after 3 you die. Maybe that. I feel like that's
Sure.
already the case, though. Like, if you have a devil fruit, you eat another one, you will die. That's part of the lore for that.
Yeah, that I don't know where we learned that, but I definitely think that
I think we
someone
learned
said
that
at
in
some
Annie's
point
lobby.
that if you eat a second fruit, it kills you or you explode or something. Yeah, I think you die if you are a fruit user and you eat a second fruit. So this
still a mystery how
this guy did it with. Do we even know? We have no idea how he got a second fruit power. We know that
No,
they did something.
he
They put it under the. Yeah,
He covered Whitebeard in a big cloth and he did a magic trick, and then he's like, haha.
good trick.
Maybe he needed to suck his dick. Maybe that was the reason
Yeah.
he covered it up. He's like,
Definitely.
I don't want people to see this.
Come on, definitely. I want everyone to know that I'm a super powerful fruit user, but I don't want them all to know that I'm gay and I suck dick. So you can cover that up. I don't want them to know that I'm going to suck Whitebeard's legendarily massive dong from that one meme that everybody knows, everyone's seen.
Even though it's like he's dead. He's like standing dead
Yeah, well,
when that happened. So it's like a dead penis. So it'd
Yeah.
be even worse.
Blackbeard doesn't mind. That's okay. That part's fine.
So then everybody gets swooshed right up to the Frontier Dome. Luffy says to Sentomaru, yes, I'll protect Vegapunk. Sentomaru's like unconscious now. And then the Seraphim are back under the control of CP0.
They're back under control. Wait, they do? Wait, no.
Well, because Sentomaru is like unconscious or dying or dead. And, you can't control them from a distance. So now that Sentomaru is out cold...
Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot this happened.
Yeah, they have the funny controller things.
Okay, and I mean, I guess, what's the Pika Pika no Mi fruit guy's name?
Kizaru?
Kizaru says, send the warships to...
Send the warships.
Send the warships to Egghead. We're gonna kill him. Okay.
So there's... I like how he says, oh, the Straw Hat crew has allied with Vegapunk. On paper, that should make for a straightforward escape, as we all expected. But boy, are they in for a surprise. Because this arc is not as short as it may have seemed at first. It's going to continue.
You, the reader, might think that makes that's like, well, obviously, they don't stand a chance, but you will find that complications will arise. So.
Yeah, and it got me. I did think that. I thought like that they got to leave because
yeah. No.
But yeah,
they're on their way. They're gonna fuck it up.
So the Marines, and also Vegapunk is like, "Please, can I come on your ship? It's the only way I can survive."
Yeah, makes sense.
So okay, well, actually, I'll save my thoughts generally until we go over the next chapter.
Chapter 1070. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Chapter 1071. A hero is offensive.
A hero is offensive?
A hero is offensive. Yeah, well, I mean, it's contracted with, like, a hero apostrophe S. But it's saying that you, like, a true hero is someone who's not afraid to speak his mind, to tell the truth.
A true hero is one who's not afraid of cancel culture.
To tell the truth about the showbiz industry, like Dave Chappelle. It's like Dave Chappelle famously said, if it's Italians, it's the mob. If it's Japanese, it's the Yakuza. But if it's the Jews, it's a coincidence. That's what they want. That's what showbiz wants you to think. But Dave Chappelle... why am I even talking about this? Okay.
No one cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about fucking Dave Chappelle. You've fucked it, Dave. So Kuma, someone who we knew was coming, blasted... Alright, he crashes into the red line. Crashes into the base of the red line. And then he's like, everyone's like, oh my god, it's Bartholomew Kuma. That guy who we're all like, we know about. And he's a slave, and what's going on? And he's like, it looks like he's struggling. He's definitely breathing heavily. He hit his head very hard, but like, what is going on with him?
Is this place... Is he like right near Marijois? Like if they climbed up that wall, would Marijois be like right up there?
I think so. I think this is one of the places where like the people arrived to go to Reverie.
Yeah.
So
that's what I would think.
He smashed into the wall, and he looks up at the red line, the world government thing, and I'm like, I thought he was going to Egghead, but if he's going to Marijois, what is he going to do? Is he returning home due to orders?
Yeah, I guess so. Or I just don't know.
My first thought was like, oh, he's going to see his daughter because of some sort of thing. And I feel like he could have gone over the red line if he wanted to, but he hit the red line. Maybe he's like struggling against his robotic compulsions to go back, because he wasn't fully like cyborged when he left.
Yeah. Oh, right. Because he was with the
He was with in the Kamabaka Kingdom. Everyone was trying
with the rebels, with the rebellion,
revolutionaries.
Revolutionaries. That's right.
But like he's got to appear. His Bonnie's here. Everybody's here.
I notice he's looking. Well, this is actually back on Egghead, but like in the last chapter, the big cloud around the dome, the Punk Records had a 99 on it, and in this chapter it's got a 100 on it. So it's like counting up to something. There's like a big like orbiting like numerical display. I don't know. I'm just wonder what the number means. I guess. I don't
know.
How many chapters of Egghead are we in now? Not that many. Only like 10. 10 or 12 maybe.
Yeah, 10. It feels like not much, but
yeah,
it's a lot of drawings. A lot of pages.
Sure. Kuma, yeah, I have no idea what Kuma's doing.
It's so all right. There's so many moving parts in this chapter. Vegapunk and all the other Vegapunks, they're all gonna go on the same ship with the Straw Hats, and then they're like, we might need help from that other person, that mysterious other person on the island. And then Vegapunk's like, yes, let's call him, say please help. And we don't know who it is. So there's a mystery person who's going to appear, who is presumably strong, who's going to help.
Won't you be risking them too if we ask for help? Wait. I got confused. Does Vegapunk end his sentences with Quasar?
In this translation, apparently. Maybe they just, in the other translations I've read, he doesn't do that.
I thought he was asking someone named Quasar for help, but... Yeah,
it's not the case.
Okay, I see. So it's just someone we have no idea who it is.
So Bonnie is gunning after Vegapunk. She wants him to turn her dad, Kuma, back into normal dad.
Yeah, and he says he can't, but there's a reason.
There's a good reason. Or there's a reason.
I'm assuming that it's because this is like part of Kuma's plan. Like Kuma wanted this for some reason.
I have to assume that because, him being part of the Revolutionary Army, and there being like him being part of a special race, there's a lot of mystery around his intentions. So yeah, him having some sort of ulterior, long game plan.
It's so weird that he's got all these plans and he's got all these secrets, even though he's almost not, he almost doesn't even exist anymore. He almost is not even a person, and yet he's still enacting all these. It's kind of like in Death Note when Light made himself Unkira, and yeah. And then he kept carrying out his own plans, even though he didn't know them anymore.
Yeah, it's it could be maybe like, oh, let their guard down. They think I'm under their control, so I can do something that would be impossible otherwise.
Yeah.
And then I get the death note, and I write the names of the Gorosei in the death note.
Perfect! Genius. Masterful gambit, sir.
So the Frontier Dome goes offline.
What is the Frontier Dome?
I believe it's the force field that stops people getting in.
Maybe it's the thing that was counting up to 100.
Maybe. But it goes offline, and for just long enough for the 3 jumpy people from CP0 to jump up there. Kaku, Lucci, and Stussy. And then they're up there. They see the Straw Hat ship, and then we get an epic sword slice moment. It's the rematch.
Yeah.
Luffy and Lucci had a rematch, and now Kaku and Zoro are gonna have one.
Yeah.
Ace just is so cool. I love One Piece.
Yeah. Okay, they're leaving. They're leaving with Vegapunk. Bonnie is attacking him. Yeah. And then we're at the is it the Kid Pirates? Are they just called the Kid Pirates?
I think so. The Kid Pirates.
Hey,
Is
Killer didn't he eat like a smile and it drove him crazy and now he laughs uncontrollably?
I didn't
He
see
seems
him
fine.
laugh.
He seems fine. He seems totally fine.
Maybe he forgot about it. Maybe they found a cure off screen. I can't remember if they did anything like that.
Well, they're at Elbaf, and that's cool.
Yes, they believe they're at Elbaf. They probably are.
Probably are.
So that's just like a little aside. Kid is at Elbaf, and then
we don't actually
immediately
see
switch...
anything about Elbaf except that they have giant fish there.
Oh yeah, it is a big fish.
Yeah. Isn't that fish bigger than normal? Hey, you know where things are bigger than normal? Elbaf. Guess
and also
the
entire Grand Line.
Yeah, but like even bigger. Things are even bigger. Things are even bigger on Elbaf. Well, it's like America. You know, everything's bigger in America, but in Texas, everything's even bigger. So Elbaf is like the Texas of the Grand Line. Yeah. That's what they say. Trust me, I'm an American.
Meanwhile, in G14 Naval Base, which is apparently very close to Egghead.
Is that the place that they like broke out of?
Who?
No, I'm thinking of
you're thinking of...
There was an anime only like filler arc where they had to they landed in a jail and they had to break out of a marine base.
Yeah, this is not that. This is New World. This is, I think, the place where Smoker is based. Like the G14
Skypiea was before the New World. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, Skypiea was...
It was on the
Grand Line,
but it was not on the New World. Yeah. Okay. G14 is where Smoker... Have we seen this place before?
We have not... We have seen this place before. We haven't, like, explored it. It's just sort of like, we know Smoker and Tashigi and a bunch of Marines from G14, I think, were the troop that met up or were at Punk Hazard and all that stuff. And they're, like, battle-hardened Marines. They're big, burly boys in the New World. And yeah, we got Garp. Garp's here. Helmeppo is crying.
Helmeppo, and there's this black-haired lady that he's talking to on the phone, and then there's this other girl. Who's this other girl? This crying one.
I think it was a few chapters ago. I barely remembered it, but I went back. This is Vice Admiral or I can't remember. Something Doll. I forget her rank. And this other character who is like the same rank as Kobe, friends with Kobe, I guess. We haven't seen her before. I don't think.
Doll is the black-haired one.
Yeah, and then this other girl, which I don't even know her name.
Yeah,
but they're like
sort of looks familiar.
It's Kobe, Helmeppo, and her buddies.
And Kobe's been kidnapped by Blackbeard.
By Blackbeard.
So Garp is going to go fight Blackbeard?
So yeah, instead of going under Kizaru's orders with warships to go to Egghead, which is close by, he's going to go instead to get Kobe back from Blackbeard, who had a confrontation, as we spoke earlier, with Boa Hancock and Rayleigh, and Kobe was there as well. And
yes, and he was the one that was like,
go with the Marines, so that you don't die from Blackbeard.
Yes,
and she said no.
Gotcha.
So there's all this sort of stuff happening, and it's a lot. There's a bunch of warships and Kizaru on their way to Egghead. I can
comprehend this easily.
There's Kuma coming. Garp is nearby, but not going there. Blackbeard is going. It's somewhere.
Blackbeard is going. Okay, Blackbeard failed to capture Boa Hancock.
Yeah.
And other than that, I don't think we know what he's doing.
Well, a few chapters before that, I think, or not before that, but a few chapters ago, he fought Law, didn't he?
He fought
and
Law?
Yeah, do you remember?
He fought the Law and the Law won?
I don't even know.
Did the Law
happened. Win? Blackbeard and his crew came up to fight Law to steal their rubbings of the poneglyphs. And the Doc Q turned them all into women. He did the gender disease thing.
Right. He did
which
the
was
gender
very funny.
Disease? I'm sorry, was that a virus? Does he have the freaking fruit that does that?
He has a fruit that does some sort of virus thing, yes.
And he just made a new virus, and the virus was a switch your gender virus.
Switch your gender virus. And everyone was like, it's supposed to fluster them. Haha.
It's like Naruto's sexy no jutsu, but instead of flustering the opponent by turning into a sexy lady and making them aroused, you fluster them by turning them into lady and making them confused.
True.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that now that you mention it.
It would really have sucked if Blackbeard got Boa Hancock's fruit like he planned, because then he would have the love fruit and people would fall in love with him in a really weird, like, I feel like him doing the pose and everyone going like heart eyes would be very strange.
It's weird that he wanted that fruit. It's not.
I guess it's super powerful.
I mean, it's okay. Hang on. Does it just make people fall in love with you, or does it turn them to stone, or does it do both?
It turns them to stone, literally. And I think it's preys on your affection. Like, it doesn't work on Luffy because Luffy is, like, asexual. He just doesn't know what sex is.
Wait, so it wouldn't work on anyone because everybody hates Blackbeard and he's ugly. So it just wouldn't do anything.
That's the odd thing, yeah. Maybe, I have no idea. Maybe he just wanted to hope that people would love him.
Do you think maybe it was just hubris? Like, he just thought, like, oh, a fruit that's really powerful, the more people love you, oh, well, everyone loves me. You think it's just like he just thinks he's fucking awesome? And so he thought the fruit would be really good for him? Interesting.
So, so there's Garp. I think it's just a lot.
Are there any girls on the Blackbeard's team? Does he have a girl teammate?
There's that one lady,
It's like an old lady, right?
An older lady from Impel Down.
Right.
Pirate.
Yeah.
Fuck. Can't remember her name.
I don't remember like what she does or anything. She's got like a big nose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Blackbeard pirates, crew members, fucking Katarina Devon. That's her.
Oh, of course. Who could forget Katarina Devon?
She has not done anything yet
Cool.
that I remember. Extremely tall, pale-skinned, well-endowed woman. Lol. Of course.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, but how well endowed is she?
Well. Well.
Who's
What have we
sexy?
got here?
Who's a sexier old lady? Is it Katarina Devon, or is it Chopper's old mentor, whose name is escaping me at the moment?
Old lady with the
From Drum Island.
Drum Island, yes. She's hotter. Just because she's got that swag that's cool. She's got the black leather and the boots.
Well, she's
and the glasses.
Yeah, what's her name?
I can't.
It's not
Kuja. That's the first thing.
Kureha. Yeah, I would say Kureha is hotter. It's just my opinion, because Kureha has a slender build, whereas this Katarina has kind of like a barrel-chested, like muscular build. And it's just my personal preference. It's my personal preference that Kureha sexy.
Yeah, Kureha gilf. Everybody.
I would say so.
It's. I think I'm just the fact that they just have a page of the kid pirates arriving at Elbaf, and then another page or a double page of Garp going on an expedition during all of this egghead stuff. Mm-hmm. It feels like it's sort of like it feels like they're building to ahead, and they're having all of these things happen simultaneously, so they'll all like culminate. But like, what the hell could culminate? Why are we learning about all of this stuff in this chapter? Is something going to happen in a few chapters where they all converge in a really like, oh my god?
Well, they're all going to different places.
That's the thing. That's why it's like a little confusing. It's not confusing. I can comprehend it. It's just sort of like, wow.
Yeah.
What the hell's going to happen?
Like
it's
what?
A big mystery.
What does Kid being on Elbaf and Kizaru being on Egghead and a Garp
and
being
Kuma being at the Red Line,
Kuma being at Red Line and Marijois, and Garp being wherever Blackbeard is. I mean, maybe Blackbeard is going to one of these places as well. So like maybe Blackbeard and Garp and Kid will all end up at Elbaf, just because. So Blackbeard could show up at any one of these places at any time.
And there's always the possibility that Kaido and Big Mom aren't dead, because Big Mom had a whole thing with Elbaf. I always expected her to like appear.
Oh, that's true.
At the Giants, because she's got such a connection to the Giants.
She's not from Elbaf, is she?
I don't think she is. Maybe I forget, like, if she has, like, some giant DNA. I don't think so. I think her parents are normal-sized, and she's just a freak.
Yeah.
And
what's her
she learned about the Giants, and there was a giant at her town. They came, and they were, like, friends, but then she had one of her, like, weirdo moments when she didn't get enough food, and she fucking ruined everything.
Yeah.
And then the Giants were like, this kid's too much. Get the fuck rid of her. I think that was the gist.
Oh, was it the lady? Was it the lady who worked at the orphanage? Was she a giant?
No, she was small, normal size.
Who was the giant?
But in any event, I think they came to her village, or maybe she stayed with the giants in a giant village because that was like a good place for her.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
I got to reread that part, but yeah. She's got an obsession with having a giant in her crew, in her family, and she's been like banished from Elbaf.
Oh, because she wants one of every race to be in her family.
Yeah.
Yes, understood. So she wants.
So I feel like Big Mom is definitely not dead, just because that needs some sort of resolution.
100%. 100%.
And then I guess it could be like Kaido and Big Mom, they skulk away with the remains of their crew, and then they actually do form the New Rocks Pirates, and they come back together. And they could clash on Elbaf. Oh, there's so many fucking things
that would make
happen.
sense for them to show up there, I think. Oh my god. Damn.
And there's Kobe, and there's fucking X-Drake. There's all these Marines going around doing marine things.
X-Drake had like a falling out. They was working with Basil Hawkins, but then they like split up. right? Or
No, Hawkins was working with Kaido. He was like full cuck mode. I'm just gonna be subservient to Kaido.
nice.
And DX Drake was a undercover marine the whole time.
Literally me when I think about accruing power and accruing capital, it's time to go cuck mode. It's time to go cuck mode and be conservative because to be subservient because it will generate capital for me.
It will generate capital. It will advance my position unless the Straw Hat Pirates come and destroy everything.
Right. That would be bad. It would be really bad to spend time working for Kaido only for the Straw Hats to come and kill my boss.
I like it. I like One Piece. What can I say?
I would say, yeah, I've been telling. Anytime One Piece comes up in conversation lately, I say I feel like it's as good as it's ever been.
Yeah.
Egghead arc is really cool, and the story feels like it's got a lot of momentum right now. It's pretty exciting.
How does he do it? How does he do it?
How does he do it? Nobody knows.
I would be curious.
He's a demon. He's got the manga fruit.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Like, I would be really curious to see a Manben episode of his workflow.
Holy shit. Can you imagine?
I mean, yeah, it's just like, clearly he's got a lot of stuff he does, but he's definitely got assistants. He's definitely got a studio, because there's no way his arm would fall off. His entire arms would fall off. I think there's definitely like assistants. This is just speculation, but like for backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And some of this, it's great. Mm-hmm. But how does he do it?
He's just
every
a freaking
week,
demon,
basically.
Dude. A man Ben with Oda would be amazing. There was okay. Were there some new Manbens that came out, or did some new episodes get translated? Like not that long ago, I think.
I think they got translated. I haven't seen them.
Because a new episode, it's kind of useless to me unless it's been translated. So I kind of don't really care about new episodes coming out. I care about more episodes getting translated. Someone not that long ago told me there were new episodes, and I haven't seen any of them. Join us next time on the Pro Crastinators podcast, One Piece Corner.
One Piece Corner.
I feel like at some point during that, I've had an idea popped into my head of something else, some relevant shit that had happened or I was thinking about that I wanted to bring up, and I thought, not until after we're in the One Piece segment now. Oh, I remember. I just wanted to mention that I did a little Slimernalia holiday thing with RFCK, if you could believe it.
Yeah.
I actually drew some stuff for it, if you can even imagine. Ben Saint drawing. It's true.
Whoa.
I know, it's true. I did a little it was one of the mods / devs, Demodunk, suggested to me that I do a little Grinch Steel Slimernalia villain thing. So I did, but let me to briefly explain it. There was recently a hack on the droplet, which is I don't really understand. I think that just means the bot. I think like the droplet is like the code for the bot. It got hacked. There was like a leak. They had to repair a bunch of stuff. It was kind of a hassle. So I thought, hey, what if I had an item called the droplet, and it was like an endless rock. Actually, I think it was Dema's idea that it would be an endless rock. So we used the power of the droplet to cancel Slimernalia. The way that I did it was there was the Dema, I think, suggested a Grinch thing, but I went a different way with it. I went you know the movie The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. That's the one where
Oh.
Santa falls off the roof and Tim Allen puts on the suit and he becomes the new Santa Claus.
I've seen an ad for that in a VHS, but I've never watched the film.
Lol. Yeah, I watched it as a kid. Yeah, so in the lore, okay. First of all, the lore about Slimernalia is pretty, there's Phoebus, aka Slime Invictus, who is basically Nlakakam's Santa Claus, but instead of giving you gifts, he comes into your house and he steals all your shit. But if you read between the lines even a little bit, it's pretty clear that Slime Invictus is actually just Munchie sitting on my shoulders with a robe over us, going around to Juvie's houses and robbing them. So in this new lore, turns out there actually was a real Phoebus. Oh shit, he was real after all. He does exist. And I caught him climbing up my roof, and I yelled at him, and he fell to his death. And I put on his robe, and I cut him open, and I found the endless rock in his kidneys. And now I'm the new Phoebus. And now I'm the new Phoebus, even though I already kind of was. And I canceled Slimernalia forever.
Wow.
And I drew some images of me announcing this and becoming the new.
Let's see him.
All right, I'll post them. All right, I'll freaking post them if you want.
Yo, you're shrouded.
I am shrouded. This was me the beginning of my announcement. I started out shrouded, and I started telling the story of the Christmas miracle. And then I found his business card. Found his business card as I was scavenging him. And then I reveal the droplet.
Whoa.
I become Saint Invictus is what I'm calling myself now.
Is that the endless rock?
That is it. Yes, that is the droplet. Layers within layers. See, I found it in his kidneys. It's like a kidney stone. Because that's like a thing. And every time that I reference a kidney stone, it's funny. Because it reminds you, the listener, of the horrifying traumatic medical condition that I had that one time.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
I'm so nostalgic for that.
Me too! We have to go back. Why did I just switch to a new server? That's weird. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I drew these the other day. And then I made a big post in the auditorium. Ruin the holiday for everyone. Just for fun.
Nice.
Just for fun. It was the first time I'd really done any RFCKing, any RFCK interactions in a while. It was pretty fun. It was pretty neat. Had fun with it. That's it. That's my other holiday story. How was my holiday? Well, this was part of it. It was part of the celebration. Thanks for asking. Okay.
All right.
That's the end.
Shall we go to questions?
I suppose we'll go to questions.
I mean, to voicemails.
Well, yeah.
They are often questions, but also not.
I have a feeling at least one RFCK oid will probably mention that in the voicemails.
So where are we?
Oh god.
There's one.
There's one. I'm looking for the latest one that we listened to. I think it might be this one called Yo Slimernalia.
Yeah, so it'd be after that. There's a YouTube link, but there's no description, so we skip those.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think the first one is called Automation Good. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. From blah blah at hotmail.blah. Automation Good. 3, 2, 1, go.
So Ben, on episode 340 of the Pro Crastinators podcast, you said something along the lines of, I think that work bad and automation good. And while I can recognize some level of hyperbole in that statement, perhaps, it did make me think, because isn't that to some degree kind of a anti-Marxist sentiment?
No.
Since from a Marxist perspective, I'm pretty sure capitalist criticism is not only because capitalism exploits workers, but also because it demeans work in the sense of making it valuable only in the sense of its end product, as opposed to valuing the process of creation in and of itself. I feel like valuing automation over work at all times, it kind of goes against that sentiment. Of course, that doesn't mean you can never use automation, but like with AI art, backgrounds fine, but don't overdo it.
Yeah.
No.
I get what he means though.
I kind of don't get what he means.
That's kind of the argument I had for like not against AI art, but just appreciating that there is value to be had in the creation of art for your own sake, or like just it's fun to do. And so you don't have to automate stuff. It's fun to draw, so like draw.
Sure.
But like you were saying, it's good that you can automate stuff if you don't want to draw.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're
okay.
incompatible.
Now I'm no Marx scholar, right? I know. I mean, in Conquest of Bread, Kropotnik is pretty. I feel like Kropotnik would say, like, yeah, automate away as much work as possible. We should automate anything we can because work is bad. We should like organize society to reduce the amount of work that needs to be done. I feel like I really feel like Marx would agree with that. I really feel like Marx would say that the need. I feel like what did I think this is Prince. I think he said that, like, is it demeaning labor? Is it demeaning labor to reduce the need for it? No. I think what's demeaning is insisting that labor be done when it's unnecessary. I feel like that is what demeans labor. I feel like to honor it, you would, expect that it be useful, and like to simply expect that labor be done even in a context where we could choose not to do it without any loss. That's what seems demeaning to me, and I feel like Marx is pro automation in that sense, and I think he would agree with me.
Sometimes it's fun to like dig a hole and plant a flower by yourself, but it doesn't mean that there should not be automated ways to do it as well.
Right.
You should have the freedom to not be required to dig the hole, but you can if you want to. That's kind of what the AI art thing is.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Don't overdo it. No, do overdo it. I mean, don't overdo it because by definition that's like doing too much of it. But like, do as much as you can. Automate as much as you can get away with without incurring any consequences. Whether that be like legal, in that you're stealing someone's work, or aesthetic, in that like the piece you're making suffers because AI is not equal to the task of producing the thing you want it to produce. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's Marxist as hell, and I stand by everything I've said. Yeah, automation good, work bad. No hyperbole. But if it's a task that you simply want to do, if you just want to draw a picture, I mean, I would argue that that's not work. That's leisure, which is good. Leisure is good.
Yeah.
Work is effort expended in to produce value, to generate some sort of like economic return, I think. Next one is called Another Question, braps@official.com, 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, I have another question, a completely unrelated one, and I mean this in the kindest, most positive way
This is going to offend me deeply, isn't it?
I have a question for this particular other person that calls into the PCP, and they always sound like they're speaking from a tin can that is hotboxed with like 400 milligrams of weed that they're also currently
I
smoking.
think it's Tom.
So
I think it's that guy Tom.
It's this person who comes in like, hey, do you?
Yeah.
And I want to just ask that person, am I correct that you're calling from inside a tin can? And am I correct that you're usually blasted out of your mind in one way or another? If not, what's up, dude?
Bold.
You good? You want to hang out? Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, that guy's delivery is weird. I'm not sure if it's like a language thing. He's always sounds like he's mumbling. Yeah, I guess I would say to that guy quit mumbling, frickin' enunciate, and also frickin' like know what you're gonna say.
You need to be jumping up and down when you're speaking.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Get that blood pumping.
Yeah. Fair question. We'll probably hear from that guy, as we continue. Next one is called Last Edition. I think it's another from Prince. 3, 2, 1, go.
Petition to have the Tin Can Weed Man TM give his opinion on the war in Palestine. Do you believe in a two-state solution? Okay, goodbye.
Okay, well, we can't answer
I
that.
can't wait to hear his answer. Next one is called How Could I Call Myself a Never Donated, Never Subbed? 3, 2, 1, go.
I failed. I didn't get Custom Quest 2, whatever that is.
It's him.
Epic Game is giving me a free game every day, and I lost one. I'm a failure as a scammer.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I missed I missed what he said.
I did the Get Coaster Quest 2. I did the Get Coaster Quest 2, whatever that is. What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know.
I don't want to accent shame, but I don't know if that's the issue here. I don't know what he's saying. I'm sorry, Tin Can Man. Next one is called I Want to Be Like You Gib with the PNG character. 3, 2, 1, go.
Gib.
Yeah.
Gib.
Yeah?
Gib. I just saw your stream. I didn't comment or anything. I just cut the tail end of it. I've been meaning to ask somebody who does it. How do you make the little character and get it to bob up and down when you talk?
Oh, that's a program.
Thank you.
Let me get.
So, what a pretty straightforward question.
VidoTube Mini.
Vito?
VITO? VEADO.
Oh.
So video, like weirdly saying video. VEADO Tube Mini. It's a little free program. You put a PNG in it, and you can like set the parameters for how much, what it, it switches to a different PNG. So I just drew a mouth open when it gets to a certain audio threshold, and you can make it shake if you want. It's very easy to use.
Interesting. Well, good answer. Did I download that? Yes, I did. Okay, next one is an Imgur link. Let's see what we got here. Ew.
You got that stretcho eye.
I look hideous. This would be Ben Saint if he could resist the urge to tweet at Elon Musk. Wrong. There are many other failures that I would have to overcome.
Do you even want to end up looking like this, though?
That face. You know what it is? It's because he wanted my chin to match the Chad's chin, but then he wanted me to give me a big forehead. So to do that, he had to smush my face down really far. I do want that physique, though. That's why I'm lifting again.
That'd be pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Next one is R Fast CK from Prince Isolation. 3, 2, 1, go.
RFCK Endless War is a free-to-play MMORPG playable entirely inside a Discord server.
That's what I've heard.
In it, you collect slime in order to kill people. You can revive from the dead and make funny slimoids. To say you'd beaten the game, you would have to do all these things as quickly as possible, ending with a total of 20 Mega Slime. For years, players have attempted to push the game to its limits and finish faster and faster, so they never have to play that shit-ass game again. Until in January of 2023, one gamer beat them all. Here is that run. And then you play the fucking funny summoning salt.
I was gonna say you should be playing.
And then it'll be really funny.
You should be playing that song. I knew the name of that
It's very
song
funny.
at one point.
You could just probably Google like summoning salt music and find a playlist.
It's I mean, it's just one of the songs that I think it's YouTube just recommends it. It's like in the YouTube playlist. Did I share the fact that My Dinner with Andre ends with the sad YouTube song?
No, I didn't remember. No, you didn't say that.
Yeah. The end of the movie, it plays. You know the song I'm talking about.
There's a number of sad YouTube songs. I'm not sure.
Oh god, it goes like, I've lost my focus. It's
Do you remember the name of it?
I did know it. I can find it very quickly. No, okay. Song from end of My Dinner with Andre.
Fucking playlist. Like, look at this thumbnail. Depressing songs for depressed people. 1 hour mix.
Oh, I think it's this one. Songs for
sad vibes.
Bart. I see Bart. I'm a simple man. I see Bart Simpson. I laugh. Here it is. It's called. You will immediately recognize this song from YouTube. Eleazar, put it in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Da, 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 da. Yep. I mean, I know it's in a bunch of Action Button reviews. I'm sure it's in other videos. I've definitely heard it in other videos.
I've heard it in an anime or two, I think.
Really?
What's the sort of thing that would play in this, like, beautiful scenery? I'm pretty sure I've seen at least one show have that as like an actual thing.
I associate it specifically with YouTube.
I mean, it isn't like it's a very old song, so there's probably lots of things that it's in.
I guess you know what? I guess you're right, but yeah, maybe Andre wasn't even the first one, but yeah, the ending of My Dinner with Andre plays over this song as well, Lamau. Why did I? What's the summoning salt song? Home, we're finally landing.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. Next one is called Crunchy Crypto Crap. 3, 2, 1, go.
You ever notice how the FTX guy kind of resembles Munchie? Is that like upsetting at all?
I mean, there's Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy who was I guess he sort of bears a passing resemblance to Munchie. I guess I kind of see it, but like not like to a degree that I find unusual.
Nah, he looks more like some other guy.
Yeah. It's Sam Bankman. FTX was the big crypto exchange that like was, I think a month or two ago, like went completely belly up because it turned out the whole thing was insolvent. It was all just like fraud upon fraud upon fraud. And it was like billions and billions of dollars were just like embezzled and like disappeared. And this Sam Bankman-Fried guy was like the CEO of it. And he was like, he's like a 20-something guy, and like he would show up to like meetings and he would go on like talk shows and he would be like, and he would do it all in like his pajamas and he would do it like all while playing League of Legends and stuff. And the guy was like a complete hack and he had no idea what he was doing. But they just sold him on this mystique of like, oh, he's some mad genius, like young prodigy or whatever. And
his
people
hair
just
is
believed
unkempt.
it.
He's probably like smart.
His hair is unkempt. He smells like Cheetos. Like he must know something. Like what does he know? Yeah, exactly. And it worked for a while. Yeah. Okay, the next one is called Poo Poo Poo. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, based off of older episodes, I need to know, do you still have only one monitor? If no, it's pretty good, right? Having more than one. If yes,
If
Why
yes,
would you end your voicemail like that?
yeah, I have 2 monitors. How long ago did I have 1 monitor?
I don't know.
That's
I don't
like
remember.
years and years ago. I've had 2 monitors for a long time.
I see. I've got my regular monitor, and then I've got my tablet, which also functions as a second monitor. Okay, next one is an Imgur link. So let's fucking go. Oh my god.
So girlfriends go into YouTubers, but the pious Christian gamers, they get not much.
What do you want? Yeah. And what's the problem? And then we've got fucking FNGR commentating live commentary over this scene that is playing out. I mean, it's just true. It's just true and honest. Is this because Nate's getting married?
Oh yeah, I saw Michelle post a ring picture.
You know, I should give them a call. I did talk to them like on Christmas. They did they had a family call and they did like mention it to us at Christmas. I should like give them a call or send them a message and like wish them like a personal congratulations. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, Michelle posted that picture of the ring. Lol. Pretty epic, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck pious Christian gamers. Yeah, I wouldn't date him either.
Why would you? What does the hat say?
Is it just a color shifted MAGA?
It might be. Why is it color shifted?
It says. Yeah, it's just a MAGA hat. I don't know why it's green. He's like an environmentally conscious, pious Christian gamer. That's his one. He allows himself one progressive value, and he cares about the environment. And good for him. Okay. Next one is it's another Imgur. Speaking of my monitor situation, my monitor, some things on my second monitor, like windows will like freeze and like show what is in the window behind them. That's been happening more and more often, and it makes me cry.
I have no idea what that is.
It's Elliot Rodger.
Oh no, yeah. I was referring to
my technical problem. Yeah, it's only on the tablet monitor. But anyway, Gold D Rodger,
Elliot Rodger.
Rodger. I mean, what more can I say?
He's got a car. Of course, he's king of the pirates.
He could just drive to
he could drive to One Piece.
Yeah, I could drive there easily. Okay, the next one is from. Well, it's called Homogeneous.
That's 2 homogeneous in a row, and they're both Vokaroos.
Hang on. Wait a second. Before we listen to this, I'm going to do something absolutely fucking insane. I'm going to do something...
Doesn't sound very ridiculous.
Okay, no. This is going to be so fucking epic. Alright. I gotta put my scale. I gotta put my little kitchen scale right here on my counter. And then... Alright, here's the kicker. Alright, I'm going to turn it on. Right. Okay, and it says low battery, but I know that it's lying. The scale's a piece of shit. It tells me its battery is low all the time, and then I just turn it on again, and it works fine. All right, so I'm gonna take some cheese, 0.7 ounces.
Whoa, 0.7.
I know, and then I'm gonna take some pepperoni.
It's 1.2. Pathetic. And then I'm going to eat it. And now I know exactly how much I just ate. And I can put it in my calorie counting app. Wasn't that crazy?
What? So you weigh every morsel of food?
Well, when it's something that it has like variance to it. When it's something that, like if I'm eating like cereal, like I measure out a cup of it and then I don't have to weigh it. But if it's like meat or cheese, yeah, you gotta weigh it. You gotta weigh it and find out how much it is.
I guess so. That's...
No. How else would you know? How else would you know?
I don't think about it so strictly.
That's right. You don't think about it. That's right.
I put in like a vague approximation.
Cringe. I'm doing science here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. 1.5. Okay, so each slice of this cheese is 0.7 ounces, and each piece of this pepperoni.
Well, how can you be sure every
0.5.
single slice of cheese is exactly the same?
Well, because I just weighed the second one, and it was also 0.7.
You gotta weigh every single one.
That was my last one.
Don't they get like, aren't you getting food all over the thing?
I put a paper plate on it.
Oh, okay then.
I'm a genius. All right. Wasn't that crazy?
No.
Wasn't that epic?
It may be epic.
Thank you. Okay. These are my leftovers. These are my leftovers from the New Year's party. Okay. Now we're ready to listen to Homogeneous Chapter 1. 3, 2, 1, go.
This episode of the PCP has Ben and Gib. The episode before has Ben and Gib. The next episode will also have Ben and Gib. Every Gibisode is a Benisode. Every Benisode is a Gibisode. It's all very homogeneous.
I'm really happy for you.
Why are you in Well,
yep, that's the PCP guarantee. Every episode is a Benisode, and every Benisode is a Gibisode.
Yes, that is a good tag. The tagline.
Perfectly normal. Perfectly normal for a podcast to have the same cast every time. That's why they call it a podcast. Because the cast
are like peas in a pod.
Are like peas in a pod. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. You finished my thought for me. We finish each other's sandwiches. Okay. Next
you didn't even let me finish that sandwich.
I didn't trust you to do it. I knew you would fuck it up. Okay, the next one is called... Well, it's... I gotta download that one. Fuck. Download. The next one is also homogeneous, but with capital letters this time. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
5,615.4 divided by 1337 is 4.20. What is the circumference of cock? The square root of 4,761 is 69. Try to keep up. Try to suck dick. Did you know the orbital period of Pluto is 7.82 billion seconds? That's too slow. Get in the fast lane. Get in my ass. You're a hot guy. I bet your Draper point is 69.99 degrees Kelvin. Square the 1, carry the 2. You've got an equation for the male persuasion. First the cum blast, then the brain blast. Life's good when you're a homo genius.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I was really like, what's... Okay.
That is very homogeneous.
Homogeneous. I mean, in that he spelled it wrong. Then it's spelled wrong in the voicemail, but that's okay. An equation, male persuasion. What is the circumference of cock? Nobody knows. Scientists have been trying to find out.
Okay, all right. The next one is it's another Vokaru. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is this Demon Days? It's like that is the intro.
Is it?
No. I'm just expecting a fat beat to drop. And then track 2. Yeah, it's a big beat like, bass, it's me 2D. We're the gorillas.
I love 2D.
We're the gorillas and we're here to say nothing.
I'm a homogeneous.
I'm a homogeneous.
I mean, nice soundscape, bro. Nice little audio environment you created there for me. Ominous. Homominous. Next one is called Zero. Wait a minute, I gotta download that one. Okay, there we go. Next one's called Zero. 3, 2, 1, go.
What's the best Digibro video?
Best Digibro video.
The best Digibro video?
Probably Measurement Man.
That's not Digibro, that's Modal Soul.
But, dang it.
I mean,
there is no good video then.
I mean, I don't know. I was thinking of ones on the main channel.
Yeah, like about an anime or something.
I would say, I mean, if it counts as one video, I guess I would probably say the Asterisk War Sucks is pretty good. Is there another one that's like comparable to that?
There was the Sword Art Online Sucks. Your Anime Sucks series. There's a couple.
Asterisk War is better. Asterisk War is the best version of that.
I liked that one.
Then the Mamoru Oshii career like history one is pretty good. That's the last good Digibro video.
Yeah, I can't remember any specifics except for the big ones, like the We Have Accepted Mediocrity was pretty good, I think.
You know what? I'm gonna say in hindsight it actually wasn't good because it came from a place of she had no idea what she was talking about and like she didn't mean anything that she said.
Yeah. I like the video though. It's very well edited. Devu did a good job.
I'll be honest, I kind of don't really even remember like what happens in that video.
It is.
Like
it is.
It looks like
it is a rambling stream of consciousness, but it's a cool experience because of the editing. But when it comes to like an analysis of an anime, I mean, I don't really watch the animes that are talked about, so it's hard for me to remember.
Yeah, I never really watched the ones that were like, here are my thoughts about an anime because I don't watch them.
How to tell if an anime is bad in just one episode? That got a lot of views. I don't remember if I enjoyed it.
I don't think that one's as good. I mean, that one's fine. It's just a recommendation for like, drop shows early if you aren't enjoying them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I have no issue with that.
What was the one about like Steins Gate versus Regular Gate?
Oh, wait.
There was a show called Gate that had a really bad intro. And it was about like the Knights of Yore and the tanks fighting.
What? Wait, wasn't that the How to Tell a Bad? Because How to Tell a Good Anime is the one that's about Steins Gate.
I just remember there was a Steins Gate versus Regular Gate, and that was a funny joke. Because it's not called Regular Gate. It's called Gate.
I vaguely remember that one. I'm gonna go with Asterisk War Sucks and the Mamoru Oshii. I can't really think of another. Are there any other videos that she did that were like the Mamoru Oshii, like the story of this guy's career? Because like Did she do one about Hideaki Anno?
I don't recall one about him, but there was this one about this painter or like background artist who's, you know, like that guy. I don't remember his name.
That rings a bell.
Just looking through like the backgrounds of this particular anime background artist. Because nobody thinks about background guys.
I do remember thinking. I think I remember feeling positively about that one. Well, it didn't leave a huge impression on me. Okay, I think we've answered this question sufficiently.
Yeah.
Next one is called Hey Man, Cool Podcast. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dude, Ben, why didn't you tell me you had a podcast, dude?
I'm gonna kill myself. I live in fear of this.
The hypocrite and the cum zone guy. Hey, that's awesome. Like, hey, you want to come on my podcast sometime? I think it'll be great, and I'll pay your share of the rent for that.
Oh, well, okay.
Maybe I can come on your show to, like, promote the Ben's Roommates podcast.
Hey.
Oh, and Steve said we need more TP. You're good for it, right? Thanks, dude.
I mean,
bye.
I mean, this was supposed to be a parody, but like, if he's gonna pay my share of the rent, like, fuck yeah, you can come on my stupid podcast. Like, yeah, of course.
I like the fact that they know Hypocrite and the Cum Zone guy, but they don't know you.
I think, if they knew both of those people, I think they would definitely know me. That's probably true. I mean, I'll just say it again. Like, yeah, if someone wants to pay me money to be on my podcast or have me on their podcast, like I'm more than amenable to such things. So you don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here to not sell out. Okay, let's make that abundantly clear. Next one is called, well, it's an Imgur.
It's an Imgur link.
Album. Yeah.
They say I made this episode's thumbnail.
Didn't, unless maybe he did. Let's see. What?
I think they're assuming we'll talk about Brazil.
Why would I talk about Brazil?
Because the new guy is like left leaning, and the bad guy, the guy who lost, is like refusing to admit it, and there's like some news about that, but I haven't really been keeping up with it.
I guess I did sort of hear about it. I didn't realize they had like, right, they had to do like a runoff election, right?
I have no idea. I just know that the old guy is like cranky about it. He's like pissed.
I know that I think they had an election, and Lula like won, but he won by such a narrow margin that like it didn't count, so they had to do like a revote.
Which has now turned out that Lula has won again.
And I mean, I did want that to happen, but like, I'm not following the story that closely. I don't know who these girls are. Why is this playing on the thing? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Swing and a miss with this thumbnail.
Try again.
Submit one every week until we use it, and then you win. Next one is another Imgur link. Some cake. It's time for some cake, my dear. It's time for some cake, my dear. It's time for some cake, my dear. I still don't know what these drawings are from.
Have we not got any like comments? About it.
I have not. I didn't read the comments on last week's or 2 weeks ago's episode yet. I've kind of been meaning to, and I haven't done it. So maybe somebody did say an answer, but I haven't seen one. And yeah, I still don't know. And I know somebody knows. Somebody knows what these big boob cat girl MS Paint characters are from. But it's not me. Next one is called Sorry If It Is Too Fast. Also, do you know good text to speech? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm so baffled and frustrated with all this AI art debate. Artists who stand against AI in art are like workers who stand against automated factories. No shit, it is bad for you, but guess what? It is good for humanity. Let's imagine a scenario where AI development is so rapid and good that it can literally replace an artist. Like you think of an image and it creates it from your head or even better. And stylizes it and you can transform it in any sort of way. How is this bad? For artists, sure, you maybe don't have a career anymore. But now directors, writers, programmers, and authors can quickly and affordably create any visualization they need. It frees aspiring non-visual creators from necessity of having a bunch of money and connections to make their work seen. In the old day, musicians could not record without gatekeepers or record labels who would give them access to recording studio. Now digital software costs nothing and allow you to produce top-notch recordings. The same is with art. But benefiters are other creative people. Having said that, artists are not just factory workers. They are creators too. AI cannot replace them 100%. Because even as hired contractor, artist's job can be to elaborate on design, produce concepts, experiment. I personally have an artist that makes art for my video game, and there's so much creativity that he brings, even though I have a pretty solid vision of how things should be. And if AI can replace such artists too, aimed at almost a real intelligence. And if it is a final point of AI development, it seems like those artists from ArtStation Flash Mob want to sacrifice the ultimate progress of humanity for the sake of their job security. How pitiful. Ooh. God, I miss Nate on this podcast. His opinion on such topics was always so on the other side from yours that it created interesting conversations. Ooh.
Wait, what was that last bit?
I wish Nate was on the podcast because his opinion was so different from your guys that would create interesting conversations.
Oh.
And then he said, ooh. They said, ooh. I guess...
what do you mean, like, I don't think he would be on the opposite... He wouldn't be on the opposite side for me. I think we'd be on the same... I think he would probably... Well, actually, I don't know. I think he would probably agree with me that automation is good.
I think the reason I push back against it is just because I think it's good to argue for your job security because what are you going to do if there's no way for you to make money? That
I think
sucks. It is... There's no system in place to allow for people to be okay with their job security being threatened. They need money to live, and they need a lot of money because things are so expensive right now because of the war and other things.
I would say, I guess the one thing I would maybe say about that is that I do think it is good, even though it might cost some people jobs. I do think it is good to remove the need for it's a net good to remove the need for labor, even if it eliminates jobs, because I think reducing the need for labor is good, with the understanding that like the thing that replaces that labor can't be privately owned by some capitalist. It has to be something that it has to be available to people. Yeah, in a demo, like what the Bitcoin people say, what the AI people say, that it's democratizing art. Like, yeah, if it actually does that, that's good. It doesn't do that if like you own the software and it's proprietary, or if anyone owns it. If it is out there and anyone can use it and it makes things more, kind of like studio, music software studio made it possible for people to make stuff that couldn't have made it before, then it is a net good, even if it's bad for some people. So I agree with some caveats, but
my problem is mostly with capitalism. When it comes to like AI making things easier, then I'd agree.
Yeah,
like generally, yes.
Because like, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Would you use a software that like you didn't have to like draw? You could just type in some prompts and it wouldn't steal anyone's work or anything, but it would just like use some smart things to like just know what you were thinking and like produce the image you were imagining in your head.
Yeah, I would. If there's no like victim and it's saving me, I don't know, like moving my arms around or needing to be better at drawing. If it's like, oh, you put this chip on the side of your head and you can imagine something and it will appear as an image. It's like, that would be great. I would love that.
I might use it sometimes. I think, I do think that like actually drawing yourself creates a sensibility that is irreplaceable in terms of like appreciating aesthetics, and that aesthetic sense is part of what would let you imagine an appealing image in the first place. Also, I mean, sometimes an image is enhanced by like, especially in physical media, like the physical material that produces it. Sometimes like the texture of that material forms a part of the image and its aesthetic and enhances it. And AI can't replicate that unless you built a robot to do it in physical media.
Yeah, I would still get it's the same way that like, we ascribe value to things arbitrarily. And if you know something is hand-drawn, as opposed to AI generated, there's just the viewer, the audience will ascribe meaning based on that to work. Like even if it's an identical thing, if a computer can identically create something, people generally just have affection for things that are more personal. So like, I would still draw just because I like drawing, and it's nice to see something that I did. If I could imagine, if I'm like, I'm listening to this song and I'm imagining a music video, and if I could turn that into a real music video, that would be great, because doing all of that extra work to really make a music video for that song would be like months and months of backbreaking labor that I don't want to do.
I mean, do you think like when you see a music video and you like it, do you think like, what I really appreciate about this music video is that I know that a team of like 24 people had to like, spend weeks and weeks like getting together in a warehouse and setting up sets and setting up shots and choreographing it all and someone had to edit it and someone.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't think that, but like, I think that it would matter to me. For
I don't really feel that way about art
drawing.
Either.
Like, cause
things that you're drawing yourself.
Yeah. Like if I felt like a computer was, I mean, it's a weird hypothetical, because it's like, at what point is it really the computer? If it's my imagination, like I don't know how.
Yeah, you have complete control over what the image is. Like, you don't actually have to draw it, but the computer can just translate. Yeah, it can just translate your thoughts exactly onto like canvas.
The way I imagine it in like right now is I imagine the drawing in my head, and then I use my motor skills with my penmanship to create the drawing with my arm, and then using a computer like interpreter is a different way of doing this exact same thing. So I guess I wouldn't feel differently about that. But,
I think
if I like, I could imagine a scenario where I would just want something to be legitimate because I know everything is AI generated, and I just feel like it'll feel a little special. If something was not that.
I do think, I mean, art out of adversity. I do feel like the limitations and the compromises that come from producing an image, especially in a physical medium, does give something irreplaceable, and AI can never replicate that. That's something that's mostly in painting. If you're drawing digitally, still I think there are, people talk about like happy accidents. Like sometimes you'll be drawing and you'll draw something that you didn't mean to draw. You'll make a mark, you live the line some way, and it looks good by accident, and then you go, I kind of like that, and then you just go with it. And those kind of things only happen if you are fumbling around with your fallible human machine that you are attempting to manipulate in order to give instructions to your computer to interpret into an image on screen.
I think,
and that kind of stuff is not reproducible by AI. That's the kind of thing that a person does.
Yeah, I also think that the argument that like AI is like being held back by artists, I feel like AI is not trying to progress enough in that way, because it still currently relies on stealing artwork in order to train itself. Yeah. And people use the ability to steal artwork to like get a specific artist style and then make money off of selling.
I would say
it's maybe not exactly. There's a lot of grifters in the scene that are sort of also holding it back in a different way. They're not thinking maybe in the future we could imagine things and make them real, because they just want to make money right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's if that's the
whatever
end
we
goal,
have now cannot be the end point, because it sucks.
It is not. It's not good enough. No, it's not good enough. It's not good enough as far as I can see, it's not really good enough that it can exist as like a standalone thing that produces things on its own. It needs to be. It can only be used as a tool in like interpreting an artist's work and extrapolating from an artist's work. And to do, you either have to produce what it is interpreting, or you have to steal it from someone else and interpret what someone else made. And it seems like that's where it's at, which is fine. I mean, not the stealing part. Okay, I think you want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is the Kringus. 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, BCP? It's me, Kringus Bingus the Third.
Yes.
Or rather, confrontational Kringus.
Okay.
This week I cringed at the latest episode of the PCP.
No, fuck you.
Where Ben made a fool of himself in front of Deadly Comics.
Oh my god.
It was kind of cringe.
Fuck you.
I
do this for you.
Also, Alice in Borderlands Season 2. It's really good. Confrontational Kringus signing out.
Borderlands, the game?
I guess so.
I haven't played it, but I've seen it. I didn't know. Deadly Comics thinks I'm cool. When I asked him why don't girls like me, he thought, I appreciate this man's honesty. He's relatable. People don't understand that I'm doing a bit. People don't understand that anytime I do anything embarrassing, it's just a bit.
Just a character.
I was just playing a character. I was just doing a bit. I was doing it to get a laugh. And if you don't appreciate that, then you don't deserve it. Okay?
Then I'll cry. If you don't appreciate that, then I'll cry. And shit myself.
I'll cry.
Also a bit.
Yes, I will cry. Yes, I'll cry out of pity for you. I'll cry out of pity for that you don't get my humor. You can't appreciate it. And I'll shit myself in protest. It'll be deliberate. And it will be a part of the bit. But you won't get it. It'll go way over your head. Okay, next one is called It's Too Big for My Own Good. Always cause a tiny bit of bleh. Bleh. What a world at humblebrag.com. 3, 2, 1, go.
What does your perfect Christmas look like? Mine looks like doing my wife by the fire and not hurting her massive penis.
Huh?
That would be a Christmas miracle.
I missed what he said.
He said, what does your perfect Christmas look like? Mine looks like doing my wife by the fire and not hurting her with my massive penis.
Oh, I thought he said not hurting her massive penis. I thought it was a twist.
I think he's saying he hurts her. He's humble bragging about his penis is too large to engage in copulation with his wife without causing injury.
That's abuse. That's spousal abuse right there.
Not if she's okay.
You're gonna have to quit it. You're gonna have to cut it out.
Not if she's. You're gonna have to hit it and quit it, my friend. Not if she likes it and it is consent. If there's consent for injury, then it's good. Actually, it's better. That's all I have to say.
He's gonna make you sign a waiver.
Congratulations on your huge penis, but sorry to hear about your weak wife. Sorry you have to deal with that. I'm sure you have this problem that you have to deal with, or your wife keeps getting injured by you. That must be really hard on you. Next one is called Moider or Assassino. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm not a crazed gunman, I'm an assassin. Well, one is a job and the other's mental sickness.
Thank you for your reference.
What is that a reference to? I've heard that before.
It's from the TF2 Meet the Sniper video. You know those?
It's not even that funny of a line, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
It's characterization.
Next one is my name's your link. Yes, there we go. Don't do a reverse image search of this picture. Worst mistake of my life?
I can't do it on Firefox. How do you do it?
Well, now I gotta do it. I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of the same images. I'm seeing a bunch of other pictures of dinosaurs.
Oh, I just realized the murderer assassin thing was referencing when we were talking about that in the previous episode. Like, what is considered a murder or an assassination. But that voicemail didn't clear that up. It was just a reference.
Okay, well, I do remember that, actually, so I see what they're going for. Yeah, I'm gonna admit I don't see anything. I don't really see anything in the search results. I mean, I almost feel like maybe I should find just the original image without the caption and reverse search that. Oh, I think it might be because I think it might be the name.
What's the name?
It's I think you'll understand when I say it. I think it is called, or at least it is someone's called it the Nigersaurus. Do you get it?
Oh.
Nigercau. I mean, okay.
He looks pretty shocked to hear this.
Yeah, he's offended.
I can't believe they caught like a real like dinosaur that's alive with skin.
Yeah, and then they called him a slur and it offended him.
He was like,
I can't believe he was such a lib. Okay, it is a real dinosaur. Okay, all right, I get it. Because it was discovered in
Niger?
Gadofawa in Niger, yeah, somewhere. Well, that was a funny joke. You got me. The next one. The dinosaur YouTube guy loves those silly little pictures. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey y'all, it's fucking 4:20 in the morning. Let's go.
Let's go.
I just finished the 8-hour unique Namosaurus video because I hate myself and I'm an idiot.
He's not the dinosaur guy, even though he has Saurus in his name.
And it was bad. It was a fucking fugue. I don't know what to do. Every now and then he'd talk about the folding ideas line go up, and it was like a moment of clarity of like, oh, that's a point that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'd just show more. He showed so many tweets. I know you're probably sick of talking about this, but I was like, is it as bad as they say? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched it and I never will. My impression of it is that, yeah, most of his argument boils down to, like, some people said some things that he thinks are mean.
Mm.
And that makes NFTs good, actually. Because people that don't like NFTs are mean.
Yes, I remember skipping around to see if he mentioned the line goes up video.
Yeah.
And then he did, and his response to something was like, well, that's stupid, actually. So I was like, okay.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was just sort of like a weird interpretation of what Dan Olsen was saying. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, okay, I can disregard this whole video. And so I didn't watch the entire thing.
It's funny, when you say the dinosaur YouTube guy, I do not think of Unique Namosaurus. I think of Trey the Explainer. Do you know Trey the Explainer?
Nope.
I mean, he has a fucking dinosaur.
Does he explain that?
Probably at some point. He's good. He does a lot of like archaeology and like history and like anthropology sort of stuff. And he's good. Next one is called One of Adult Swim Unmisses. 3, 2, 1, go.
Watch YOLO Crystal Fantasy. Really funny.
YOLO Crystal Fantasy?
Crystal?
I don't know. Don't know what that is.
YOLO Crystal Fantasy. I do see it here. Okay, now I've seen this somewhere.
Oh, Michael Cusack.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not. Looking at it, my immediate impression is that I do not want to watch it.
Michael Cusack is the guy half of Smiling Friends, yes.
Oh. With Oni? Wait, is
no,
it Oni?
with Zach.
Psychic Pebbles.
Yes.
Right.
Zach Hadel.
Right.
It could be good.
It could be good. it's one of these. It's got that look about it. It's got that look about it that is so. Looks like one of these fucking adult animation with simple animation, and I have nothing against that other than every fucking show looks like that, and I just hate media.
Yeah. When are they gonna make Thundercats again?
They're gonna make Thundercats. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. The next voicemail is from @KillerPrince930. 3, 2, 1, go.
You know what? Fuck off. I didn't like the last guy's tone. I heard the next guy also skinned babies.
What?
You didn't like the last guy's tone, and he's killing babies.
The last guy's tone. He didn't like the last guy's tone.
Oh, it's just talking about whoever came before.
This one is called @KillerPrince. Does he know that Prince Isolation roasted him? Like, how would he know that?
He guessed. It was a big guess. It paid off though.
Well, there's no Killer Prince. Prince is a rowdy. So, what's going on? Is this just a weird coincidence? I'm not.
Probably.
Okay. Well, the next one is an Imgur. So let's fucking look at it, why don't we? Teacher, I'm giving you easy homework this time. Even a complete dumbass will be able to solve it. Kid named Complete Dumbass. If you're if you're not aware, that is Tectonic Improv from the Linkara Atop the Fourth Wall lecture, which you should watch if you have not watched it. It's good. It's a good lecture. All right, next one is another Imgur. What is this green verification?
Because of slime, maybe.
Oh, right. Okay, this is Elon. I can do it and want to keep it alive. Not only even if you laugh out loud, I'd be happy to do it for $40.
Great. I've also dozen years running a podcast. Even if you laughed out loud at this, I am 100% certain I could be at very least help immensely with prioritizing product rollouts that will maximize growth in the shortest time frame. And I would be happy to do it for $40.
Why $40? I know the quartering said he would do it for free.
Well, he's got some dignity. $40 worth.
I have exactly $40 worth more dignity than the quartering. That sounds about right. Anyway, next one is I can make the sound better, but the explanation was great. N. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So what you're gonna do is take your dominant hand, pinch your own cheek, the closest to the hand, a little bit back, not on the right beside the mouth. You open your mouth on the same direction, only a little bit, and you pull it and reach back and repeat.
No.
Got it?
I get it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
I mean,
I also didn't understand the instructions because I'm a visual learner. I don't know what people say.
I heard him making the sound. I don't know if I'm making it correctly right now. I'm trying my best.
It's Mr. Plunkett.
Mr. Plunkett. You're gonna watch it. That's my best. This is my best shot. Next one is called Unnecessary Correction to a Forgotten Conversation. Really just recommending Izuken again, though, @anime.based. 3, 2, 1, go.
No, my fucking autism. 4 weeks ago on episode 339, you said Masaki Uwasa was a Studio Trigger guy, but he's actually not at all.
I missed it, made a
the
mistake.
Other stuff you said was true, though. He did work on Space Dandy and Azoken. And you should fucking watch Azoken. It's short, and it gets the creative passion flowing. It makes me come every time.
Everybody says it's really good, and I should probably watch
it.
It's a nice little show. I like them. I like
USA is the Devilman Crybaby.
Devilman Crybaby.
The thing with the white people.
The
Tatami Galaxy. You seen that?
Nope.
Oh, it's pretty good. Next one is called I'm Stupid. Still watch Aizuken, though, at anime.based. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no, I'm stupid. I listened 3 more seconds and you corrected yourself. Oh,
lol. What an idiot. What a freaking jerk.
Gotcha.
Kill this man. Next one is called Pussy Triangulation. It's a Vokaru link. Yeah. All right.
Fucking Vokaru. You're turning us into Vokaru refugees right now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no. Where are we?
Wait a second, wait a funny fucking second. Wait a funny fucking second. What the fuck? What the funny fuck is going on? What the fuck?
Okay. This frog doesn't understand.
What the funny fuck is going on? What the fuck?
I still don't have an answer.
I don't know.
You still don't know what the funny fuck is going on. Sorry, man.
Next one's another Imgur link.
All right, let's freaking do it. They're all women now. Yeah, lol. Haven't seen that picture in a while. That was from probably like 2017 or something.
Wow, 100 years ago.
About approximately 100 years ago. Next one. Lamau. Next one is an Imgur album. Oh my god, a whole freaking album.
I think it's just one image.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Sasuke. When are they going to get back to Sasuke? When are they going to get back to him?
I mean, true.
Who's this fucking Tiger Man?
Probably some filler episode loser. That's what happened. It's just like Sasuke left. They tried to get him back. They failed.
Wait.
And then there was a bunch of filler until Shippuden.
No, I mean there was a bunch of filler in Shippuden.
No. There was like 100 or something episodes. Maybe not that many. Between the ending of the arc where Naruto, Neji, Choji, fucking Dog Boy, and Shikamaru, they all go to get Sasuke back. And I maybe messed up who was there, but like they fight a bunch of Orochimaru's like underlings and stuff. And they don't, and then it ends with I think it ends with Naruto and Sasuke at the waterfall, and they have that epic battle.
Yeah.
And then
that's like
Naruto,
the end of main Naruto, right?
Yeah, but in the anime, there's a bunch of episodes after that, which is nothing. That's the filler, like, dead zone. I'm like, why are you fucking around? I just watched them all, because I didn't know what filler was. I thought it was all important. I like this little stick figure of my icon. My pody icon.
Alright, next one. Not hyper, though. Not even I like it.
Oh, okay. Extremely important. Opinion on muscle girls?
No thanks.
On what girls?
Muscle girls.
Muscle girls? I think it's cool to have muscles.
Not really into it.
But, like, bodybuilder muscles, in general, I'm not really into. They look weird with the there's too many muscles there. How'd you get those extra?
Yeah. I guess it's true, yeah. Kind of true of men also. Sure. Next one is, there's so many images. So many of these Imgur freaking links. My god! Joe, vote for someone or else I will release the Epstein tapes. Epstein J tape.
I don't know why these are so funny. They're really doing it for me, though. They're really doing it.
Kid named Epstein Tapes.
Very popular in school. Okay, next one is, I hope he likes me. Wait, no. There's
another imagery.
Yeah. Teacher, today we're going to talk over Lethal Aurora Mage. Kid named Lethal Aurora Mage. Elliot Rodger.
That's how she felt on the PCP.
Look at how the sunlight turns her purple hair blonde and her purple dress green.
That's the sun for you.
I'm sorry, but you gotta... I understand that it could be a little hard to break into a conversation sometime. But if that's how we talk, and then you're just gonna sit there and you're just gonna be like, and not break in, and then just complain about it later. Like, I'm sorry, like you're the problem. you gotta adapt or die. And
did she complain about it?
Not okay. Maybe, I mean, not like all the time, but a handful of times. I think a handful of times.
I mean, I complained about it as well.
Yeah, and you're a bitch. So, you know. No, I think there's maybe like, I'm thinking maybe like one or two. You know, it was probably even more like viewers. There's probably more commenters being like, "Stop talking over me."
Yeah, I remember that.
Stop talking over me. You can't talk. You can't say anything. Why are they so mean? Die, hypothetical commenter. I've created you in my mind for the express purpose of telling you you're a bad person and you should kill yourself.
Wow, so strong.
Exactly. That's how strongly I feel about that guy. That specific guy and no one else. Next one is a Vokaroon. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oblivion Fool's having fun.
God, what is that?
Oh, that was the hypothetical commenter.
No.
That was his comeback.
What? Come on. I just told you to kill yourself. You don't have to be mean about it. That hurts my feelings, man. Come on. It's just a joke. All right. Fine. Next one.
It's another Vokaroon.
Yeah, download. Okay. Pussy triangulation returns. Oh my god, it's the big return. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pussy triangulon, pussy triangulon, pussy triangulon, pussy.
What do you mean?
Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. I read it as triangulation, but it was triangulon before as well. It's triangulon in this one as well. What does he mean?
What?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Like it's like a triangular shape of a pussy?
Yes. Called the pubis mons. Perhaps you're familiar.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Next, we've only got one more. I thought we might have like tons and tons. We did have kind of a lot, but we got through them pretty fast. Only one more Imgur album. Saint Family Reunion. We got all
the guys.
Goku. This is the guy from like JoJo season 1, I think, right?
No, isn't that
that's
Strongest Seven in the Heavens or Thousand Fist something or other?
Song of the South. Fist of the North Star.
Yes.
Got
Song of the South.
One of the one JoJo.
Joe Star.
the Joe JoJo-iest
Joseph.
JoJo. Is that Baki the Grappler?
I don't know. He looks grapply.
I think Baki's supposed to be short. I think it's Baki the Grappler, but I think he's supposed to be like kind of a short guy, like Wolverine. And then of course there's me. And what am I, like a little like girl with a gun and a knife?
That's the male protagonist from the High School of the Dead, High School Assassination Classroom.
Oh, cool.
So this is how they feel, right? Their power over you, their wealth manifesting in huge muscles.
Oh, you mean? Oh god, this is because I said the same thing about the last like Christmas party. Like everyone else is powerful. Yeah, I see. Very prescient, and very, very good that I complained about the exact same thing again on this episode, and now here it is, an answer to my prayer. I mean, at least I've got a gun.
What is in your mouth?
No, the knife is in my mouth.
Oh, the knife. Yeah, no, I was wondering what it was. It looked like a green thing.
Oh no, it's a knife. It's a knife. I mean, lol. I like it. Thank you for the voicemail. I think that's it. I think that's our last one. Unless we got new ones. We did. We just got one a minute ago.
Are you serious? Oh, it's an imager.
Yeah.
1 minute
Holy
ago.
fucking shit. What? Literally a minute ago. So, I mean, yeah. Sparkling water here. It's literally right there. It's literally Celestia's bad sweaty bear wobbly ass.
Same.
Literally, I could just grab it.
But you're happily striding the other direction.
Mean, there's water on the sweaty ass.
Yeah, there's sweat.
I can drink the sweat from the ass. So I mean, it's not like there's no argument for the ass. But it's sparkling. Yeah, but what flavor though? If it's cran raspberry, If it's tropical, I would probably go for it. Or strawberry kiwi. Just that does tip the balance a little bit. Okay. Well, that was the last one.
Yeah.
We did it.
Hooray.
How do we feel? How do we feel after navigating that gauntlet?
I feel pretty good. We're almost 3.5 hours. Pretty good size for an episode.
Hey, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a link in the description. I'm gonna link the Minecraft PCP
server?
Minecraft. Yeah, because I said last time that the server is free and open now, and that's true. And I think the problem is just that maybe people don't know how to get to it, because a couple of people have asked me, like, how do I get into the server? So I'll just put a link in the description to click that, and it will join you to the PCP Minecraft server. And I think you will have access once you're in there, but if not, I'm sure Marin can just give you the role. Because to get it, you have to get in there, and there's a document, there's posts that explain how you install it. And then, that's the hard part. So, just in case anyone wants to jump into the PCP server, which is free now, belongs to the people.
Yes.
I will link it. I will link that in the description for you. Just to try and make it easier, because I think some people were confused a bit by how do you get it. I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's everything.
All right. Happy New Year, and
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. We missed Christmas.
We did say Christmas. Oh no, yeah, we didn't make an episode for Christmas, but yeah,
right.
We mentioned it at the beginning. That's it. Good
time for me.
Time to
go work. Time for me to start my fucking grind. For me to start my fucking grind and finish this book and get my fucking internet fixed and start streaming. These are the things that I must do.
Resolve
very soon. Very soon. Hopefully there will be progress made on them by the time this episode comes out, because I cannot fucking stand. I cannot stand my situation. I must finish my projects and accrue more capital with which to destroy my enemies.
and defend myself from attack. The attacks are coming. They're coming from all sides, and I need armor. I need capital to armor me against blows. Blows from my enemies. Do you understand?
I understand.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Are we done? Are we ending?
We're done.
Okay, thank you for listening. Become a patron somewhere. Go to Patreon and search for us. I'm sure you'll find us somehow. Okay, bye.
Patreon in the description.
No,
bye.
Yeah, you can check the description also. Okay, bye.